Is the host of Dolly Vision on YouTube. Check it out, folks. He travels around the country covering all types of cases like this.
What is up, YouTube? It is good to see all you beautiful people jumping in the chat room. Wow. There's like almost 2,000 of you in the room already. And let me tell you, this is straight madness. But of course, if you haven't yet, leave your DNA on that like button, okay? Just in case you go missing in the hills of Tennessee and we need to come look for you. We need your DNA on file. All right, we need it. And we're really close, guys, believe it or not, already to hitting 52,000 subscribers. And we might be able to make it tonight. If you're watching out there and you're not subbed up yet, if you go ahead and be super cool and you hit that subscribe button and you ring that bell for notifications, okay? That may help us hit 52 tonight. And you can be a part of it. You can be a part of it. Anyway, madness. The people have vanished. All right? The Proudfoots have vanished. Gone! They're missing like SEBASTIan Rogers. They have vanished. They're no longer at the campsite. They went black. Okay? They vanished. Poof. private their Facebooks, no Facebook pages, no missing flyer posters, no nothing, not a thing. Okay. And now it's been reported they have vanished from the campground and they are on the run. Okay. They're on the run. Maybe not from the police, but definitely us YouTubers. Us YouTubers, they're trying to hide from us and the TikTokers. Okay. Apparently there's some TikTokers. I don't know too much about the TikTokers. All I know is about the YouTubes, and you're not getting away. Okay. If you go to Alaska, we're kicking over igloos. Okay. We're kicking over igloos. If you go to the desert, we're stomping on scorpions. Okay. We're stomping on scorpions. You cannot get away from the YouTubers. We're YouTubians. We are everywhere. We have eyes everywhere. People, right now, if you see the stinky feet, let us know. They on the loose, okay? Kids could go missing anywhere in the United States at this point. Be careful. Lock your doors. Hide your socks, okay? Hide your socks right now. Make sure your sock drawer, lock it up. Sissy, thank you so much, Sissy, for your super sticker. Thank you, guys. Also, thank you for joining up a little bit. Mad love. Mad love. So listen, we got some possible criminals on the loose. And they could be in a city, in a town near you. Now, this is crazy. Most people don't Joe Dirt their kids, but these people did. They did. They left their kid behind, took off from the house, okay? And we heard yesterday that the police, law enforcement was up in there, okay? Boo! Open the door, okay? They probably didn't have to do all that. They probably gave them the key code. But the police were up in that house. Is it possible they discovered something? Is it possible that the stinky feet in the dirty socks, they done lawyered the hell up, and a lawyer has told them to shut up, private everything, disappear. Okay? Now, this is apparently, they're in this big truck with this fifth wheeler. There's only so many places you can hide. But you know them, they will drive a pretty good ways. Now, if Mr. Chris, okay, that dude, remember that guy that likes to beat on kids, allegedly? How is he going to go to work if he's far away from Memphis? All right, maybe did they get kicked out this campground? Because I heard, listen, this is what I've been hearing, that people have been driving by the campsite screaming stuff. Okay, now I don't know how true that is. I ain't been out there. You would have to ask JRR. He's been there. I don't know if people are riding by screaming things like, "Where's Sebastian?" But if people in another state are riding by screaming at you, it's gotten real. We know this is a criminal investigation. There ain't no other suspects right now that we know of. Chad is saying they just moved spot, same campground. You can't hide that easy, okay? That's like hiding in the lion's den. We just gonna move sites on you. You ain't gonna notice we in lot 37, okay? When we was this in lot 21. Okay, are you guys sure about that? That the stinky feet are still there? Okay, so they're playing musical RVs on us, okay? The old musical RV trick. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, okay? But either way, they've still Joe Dirted their kids. They're still, I believe, the prime suspects in the disappearance of their 15-year-old son with autism. Some people were rumoring maybe Dolly that they were in the house yesterday to try to retrieve those clothes. Because if you remember, the day before that, Seth had texted TBI live on is it Pascal show? Pascal? The Pascal show. He texted TBI and asked if they had the clothes that Sebastian was wearing the night that he went missing at the damn Texas Roadhouse. Okay. So we're going to find out soon, maybe, if they tell Seth anything else, because, they ain't been liking to tell Seth anything because he's been telling YouTube everything. So as I know, they're still searching Monday through Friday for little Sebastian. Okay. I don't think they're searching on the weekends anymore. I'm not positive of that, but I think it's like from 9:30 to 6, Monday through Friday at the Rudder is the meetup spot. I believe that's still the situation. That's what it was last week. And of course, if you're down there, go out there, help Seth find this little boy. Okay. Also, the phone lines are open. The call on the screen. That didn't take long. Dolly. Yeah. Okay. Hey, hold on. You got to wait a second. Hold on. They can't hear you. I got to share you real fast. Give me 1 second.
That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Seth had said they put Sebastian on a new medicine to help him rest.
Yeah.
What if the mother had gave him too much medicine? The thud, that word we don't like,
Yeah.
could have been him falling and hitting his head.
Yep.
Because I work in healthcare, that would probably be a scheduled drug. So I wonder if they thought to check for his medicine and count them.
What, that he may have took too much medicine? But if it was an accident,
that maybe she had given him too much.
Why would they cover it up if it was an accident?
Well, they might not have, or maybe it just scared her. But I'm wondering if the TBI or anybody has thought to count those pills.
Huh. I don't know. I mean,
on my job, when we change out shifts, we have to keep account of the medicine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
So I'm just thinking maybe she was drinking. Maybe she wanted him to go to sleep. She gave him extra medicine. Maybe he fell out of bed or fell up walking around and hit something.
And
it scared her. And the first thing she thought of is she had to do something because she was under alcohol, I don't know. It's weird. And as a mom, I'm trying to think of why in the world would a mom have anything to do with this?
Yeah.
And if she's so scared of him, I don't care how scared I am of a man. He could have cut my throat on live TV. I would say something. That's her son.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
But if she was inebriated, she would have been thinking totally different.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean, then you're at the point to where you got to make a decision. Do I do the right thing and call the police, or do I do the wrong thing and try to cover this up?
But most drunks don't think like we do. If you're under the influence of whatever she may have been, who's to say what she was thinking? Well, it probably scared her. That was Chris's opportunity to get rid of him.
Yeah, but she said she wasn't under the influence. That's what she told Nancy anyway.
Yeah, but who knows? We can't believe a damn thing she says.
Yeah, I believe that.
I mean, really? Because everything we've heard her side of it. There's no way to corroborate that story.
Yeah, because there's nobody else there. There's no camera footage. It's
right.
Black.
We don't even know that he ever went home. But if she did hear a thud, it could have simply been him falling and hitting his head. And maybe he wasn't dead. Maybe she just thought he was. I don't know. This is just driving me crazy. And I watch every live stream you do.
Something happened. We know something happened. We just don't know exactly what. But it's under their watch no matter what.
Right.
So the Proudfoots are responsible for this, like it or not.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And there's no way she doesn't know something.
Oh, yeah.
But if he really was out of town and she was there alone, if she was drinking, and we've heard she's got an alcohol problem.
Yeah.
Maybe she panicked in the moment. Who's to say? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's an open investigation. Anybody's still a suspect. You might have done it, okay? But he could have failed. He could have took too much medicine. She could have gotten an altercation with him because he likes to throw these temper tantrums, and maybe hurt doing that. I mean, we know in this world there's a million ways to die, but this kid didn't float out the house. We all know that.
Absolutely not. something happened either before she got home or after she got home, but he was with her, and we know that.
Yeah. Hey, well, look, I
And
appreciate you calling.
I'm sure that he didn't have those pills in his room.
Yeah, I hope not.
I mean, as a mother, you wouldn't give your kid something that's going to put them to sleep.
Not forever, anyway. Hey, look, you be good. We're out of time. I'll talk to you next time.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Peace. Yeah, I mean, it's a possibility because he was put on some new meds, but did he have access to those meds? Could he have fell off the bed? I mean, anything's possible right now. Dolly.
DJ.
Hey, BJ.
Hey. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knows. I think that it was on the Pascal show, but you had just said about the rudder and them meeting up.
Yes.
Seth had said just on the last interview that they are not meeting at the I was going to say the Pascal show, Jesus. The rudder.
Okay.
Because first off, he's on a doctor's hold because of his injury, and the doctor told him to hold off on the searching for now.
Yes.
But I believe they're meeting somewhere to discuss where they need to meet next.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
All right. So
it's not the rudder.
So once there's a meetup spot, we'll let everybody know. So as of right now, it's not a spot.
And do you really think he has a direct number to text TBI?
Yeah.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm more jaded, I guess. I don't believe anything anymore from anybody.
You don't? You don't think he sent the message to
I don't.
or to the detective that's in charge? He may have their number.
I mean, it's possible, but I just don't. With TBI especially, and all of the Summerwell stuff, I just don't have no faith in her at all.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe he did. I don't know.
I don't know. Hopefully I'm wrong.
All right. All right. Love you. Peace.
Larry, take back.
All right. So he's definitely not at that house. He didn't float out that house. He don't have magical powers. Okay. So in the video we're watching, this is just a little bit of the footage when I was down there in Hendersonville searching around for Sebastian Rogers. Let me open the phone lines back up. But to me, these people are number one suspects. Why would you leave your kid behind? It does not make any sense. Dolly. Hello. Yes.
Karen Reed, innocent. Sherry from Boston.
Sherry from Boston and Karen Reed is innocent.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that what
there's been I've been combing over this for the past 2 years, and
coming over the Sebastian Rogers case or the Karen Reed case?
Karen Reed.
Oh, okay. All right.
I know you're coming up here shortly. If I bump into you, great. You're going to see a lot of people at the courthouse, and
just don't stab me. Just don't stab me in the neck.
I'm telling you right now that you're wanted here. You tell the truth. You go based on facts. And I just really honestly believe that you're going to be welcomed here. And I just really honestly believe that Miss Karen Reed is going to be found innocent. And this is I hate to say it, a cover up.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think Karen Reed's going to walk. I don't know if she's innocent, but I think she's going to walk. So
I know you do. I know that you said it a few times that she's going to walk, but if you really listen to her defense and the dog slashings, and
I still disagree with that dog shit. Not to start arguing with you, but I still don't think.
Oh no, I don't want to argue with you at all. I love talking to you. I've been waiting to talk. I've been like countdown on 30. You know what I mean? Like I've been waiting. But I mean, there's just it's a 2-year gathering evidence and so forth. But I know you're talking about Sebastian right now, But I just wanted to say, Karen Reed, innocent. I know you're coming here. Can't wait to see you. And, God bless.
All right. Thank you. You have a good one.
Me too.
Okay. I hope none of them people try to kill me. Okay. I'll be in Boston in just a few days. I heard something about the Boston Marathon's going on Monday or something. I may be wrong, but I'm kind of on the opposite side of the fence of these people that kind of, the Karen Reed thing. They believe Karen Reed is completely innocent. I believe Karen Reed is guilty as shit. Okay. But I think they're going to let Karen Reed go because they don't have enough evidence. I believe in the legal system. If you ain't got enough to convict somebody, they're going to walk. I know in my mind, I think Karen Reed did it. She backed over her boyfriend, John O'Keefe. But the law says you have to prove it. You have to prove what this lady has done. And I don't think they have enough evidence to prove that Karen Reed purposely backed over John and Keefe with the intent to kill him. I don't think they can prove that. That's why I believe Karen Reed is going to walk. Okay. So I'm a free Karen Reed person too, technically, but it's you got to do it for legal reasons, not because she's innocent, because you overcharge this lady with second-degree murder saying she purposely did it. Me and PJ, we disagree back and forth on this one constantly, but we're going to find out. We're definitely going to find out what's going to happen. And Dolly will be there live to cover it. There's going to be a lot of people at the courthouse, court TV. Everybody's going to be there. It's literally a madhouse. Literally a madhouse. All right, now let me open the phone lines back up. Let's get back on track. Sebastian Rogers. Where is this young man? Why is his family not acting like they should? Why ain't they beside Seth? Why ain't they out there searching? Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
All right. First, a quick remark about the Karen Reed saga.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Boston myself.
Damn, everybody in here is from Boston. Y'all people better not kill me.
No. I live in Michigan now, but I am from Boston originally.
Okay. All right.
So I won't kill you. I promise.
All right.
Canton Police Department. I mean, I lived in Braintree, Shrewsbury, Canton. I lived in all those areas.
Uh-huh.
And corrupt? Absolutely, yes. The whole system is corrupt.
It ain't too corrupt. Y'all got weed shops on every corner.
No, it doesn't matter.
They're too mellow to be corrupt.
Well, no, but I mean, if the do I still have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if the judge wants to go to the smoke shops, who gives a shit, right?
Uh-huh.
But I'm just saying, no. I'm from an Italian family. I mean, we're like from the old Sicily era. And it can be quite interesting. Let's just put it that way. If you did something that you needed fitted for cement shoes, you got fitted for cement shoes, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's crazy. But Canton department, everything over there is totally corrupt.
Okay. The old good old boy mentality.
Good old yeah. So watch your ass for sure. I'm gonna drop another oh God, what do I want to say? I'm gonna drop another person here who has YouTube. Annie Elise, End of Life, had a major awesome breakdown of everything on the Karen Reed case. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I mean, I'm sure with you and PJ doing all your
PJ is all over the Annie Elise End of Life stuff.
Yeah.
She's talking about it the other day. I think she sent it to me.
She's awesome. I mean, awesome. I mean, not as awesome as you, of course.
Of course not.
Of course. That's good old boy.
She's close.
Good old boy getting foul.
She's close though. She's close. She's up there.
She's close. All right, now back to Sebastian. Even if this was like an accident and she was petrified to cover it up because of a few reasons. One, he looked to Chris first before anybody else. And you open that Pandora's box saying it was an accident, you know damn well they're going to dig deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And I don't think that he wanted all his bullshit out on air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I really think that they would really try to cover it up. if it was an accident. I mean, I don't think they're like normal human beings and would say, oh, I had an accident. This is what happened. I'm so sorry. Can you get somebody here as soon as possible? Type thing. I just think that Chris is such a manipulative son of a bee that he totally controls this whole situation. Totally. And that's exactly why she called him first before anybody.
Yeah.
Like, what do I do?
Yeah, it seems like you would have called the police first before you called your husband. I just think.
Oh, hell yeah. Knowing he's like 3 hours away, what the hell is he going to do 3 hours away? You know?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Tell you to call the police, what you should have done anyway.
Right. And I think he called the sheriff's department first instead of 911 because all the 911 calls get pinged, regardless if you hang up, regardless if you have a report to give or something or whatever. Every single 911 call is pinged.
And I think he has friends in the sheriff's department too, because we heard something similar to that from Nina, and that would make sense of why he called where he knows people instead of let me call 911 where it pings my location. And records the call. You notice there's no 911 call because the sheriffs don't record the calls like that.
Right. I mean, didn't he call the non-emergency number?
I'm not sure. I just know he called the sheriff's number.
Yeah, I heard he had ties in the law enforcement there, and I really think that was all manipulated so he couldn't, be tracked if he was in Memphis or if he was at home or where the absolute hell where he was. So yeah, it ain't no telling. This is getting quite interesting. That's for damn sure.
Well, it's the plot is thickened over the last few days, I think.
Oh, absolutely. I hope they nail this on the bitches. I really do. I mean, as a mom of a special needs kid, like hell yeah, I would not stop. Not at all. Nope.
Okay. Hey, well, look, you take it easy. You be good. You stay safe.
Have fun in Boston.
All right. I'm going to try to. You be good. Peace.
Right. Yep. Peace.
Yeah. As long as I don't get killed. No crazy, turtle, because the people up there, they call themselves, we are the turtle gang here. Okay. But just coincidental, the people up there call themselves turtle riders. All right. I don't know. It would suck to get stabbed in the neck by a turtle. Okay. When my gang is the turtle gang. Okay. What happened to him? He got killed by a rogue turtle. It just wouldn't make for good YouTube. It wouldn't make for good YouTube. So Karen Reed people, the free Karen Reed people, I know y'all be watching, y'all in the bushes. Don't kill me when I'm in Boston. I like Boston. I done been there, but I snuck around. Okay, I was kind of sneaky, so y'all didn't know I was there. I went there where John O'Keefe got ran over. Matter of fact, I haven't even released that video. I may drop that video. Matter of fact, I got a couple good videos. I got the Fairview house where John O'Keefe lost his life. I got the interview with Sarah Wandra. Okay, that haven't even dropped that yet for you guys. All right, now she's the number one suspect in the disappearance of Michael Monkey Vaughn, and she's sitting in jail. So this is a jailhouse interview. Okay, I need to get that out before some reason she gets out of jail or she gets charged. Okay, because there's a possibility she could end up getting charged with the the death of Michael Monkey Vaughn. All right, now let me open the phone lines back up. I'm done ranting. But I got some good videos coming for you guys. That's the point. And people from Boston, don't kill me. All right. I love you guys. Dolly. The death of Michael Monkey Vaughn. All right. Now hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
How's it going?
It's going. Did I call the right number?
Yes. You trying to call Dolly or are you trying to call Jake?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you got to turn me down in the background.
So I'm just curious, why is no one really looking into the Proudfoot parents when they left?
The Bower Sox?
Yeah.
I think people have dug into them a little bit. Everybody knows they went to Alaska, but we don't know where they stopped along the way.
Yeah, I think this should be a nationwide search now, and we should be looking into that for sure.
Oh, well, at this point, with it being this, 6 weeks, of course, it should be a nationwide. So it could be anywhere in the country at this point.
Oh yeah, it's getting crazy, and I just feel like everyone needs to look into every aspect of it.
Yeah, because she even has some family members here, so we've even been keeping an eye out here in Virginia.
See, it's everywhere.
Yeah, because
and I feel like a lot of people are just looking there now and nitpicking all the little stuff there, but I don't think he's there no more. There's no sin of him.
Katie got some mother or dad that lives here in Virginia, some cousins. So you just never know. So we've been, because everybody's blaming the Bauer Sox, but what about Katie's family? Nobody thought about Katie's family at all?
I mean, that's a good possibility.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know if they have anything to do with it, but we are going to go into their neighborhood and put up a bunch of flyers.
And she's just not talking much, and that looks suspicious. Like, what kind of mom doesn't talk much about her kid when he's missing, and it's been how long?
Yeah.
I would be freaking out.
We're going to make sure Katie's parents see the flyers. That's for sure. I can tell you that. You might get that tomorrow.
All right. I just wanted to call in.
All right. You be good. Peace.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, because her family, definitely her family lives here. Everybody's been checking out the Bauer Sox, the dirty socks, whatever the hell kind of socks you want to call these people. But everybody's kind of left Katie's family out of it. And if you look at it technically, Katie's family has a little bit of a rough background, from her dad to her mother. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
I'm Pamela Riley from North Carolina.
Hey, how's it going, Pam?
I'm doing okay. Look, I want to run something by you. And I don't want people jumping on me or getting mad because
they would never do that.
Suppose.
Okay.
What if it's all three of them together?
Now listen, I have thought that it was Seth, Chris, and the mom all together. Don't think that hadn't crossed my mind. It has.
Okay. Here's my other thought. What if it was Seth that did everything? And he's, showing this big, thing about him looking for Sebastian.
Seth ain't that good. He ain't that good.
And all of a sudden he gets injured and he can't take the lie detector test.
He ain't that good. He would have to be a mastermind to play that role.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm thinking that way, and maybe it's silly, I don't know. But I was molested when I was a child by two men, and Seth reminds me of one of them.
Oh.
His actions, the way it's like he's Superman. Or something. And it just got to me, and I thought, well, what? I wonder, do they really know that Seth was at work?
Well, I know that Chris and Seth in the beginning were searching together.
Yeah.
Because, and then they had to see, they were on good terms until the GoFundMe came out. That's really what started the rift between them, because they had a deal that nobody would start a GoFundMe because they didn't want people to think they were profiting off of this. And then once Seth got out there looking, Seth's sister set up a GoFundMe, and that made them mad at Seth, and then the fighting began.
Okay. Well, here's my other one. What if it was Katie and Chris and Chris's parents? Are they that wealthy that they could just get rid of somebody and nobody ever find them again?
I don't know. They got more money than me.
Me too.
I know that. I don't know how. I don't know what's in their pocket, but it appears that they got money. But yeah, money can make you disappear. I know that. Enough of
it. It has happened in history. I mean, people have disappeared.
Yeah. I think time will tell. We're in true crime, we're super impatient, right? And I think within, let's just say 3 months, we'll know all these answers.
I hope so, because that little boy deserves to be treated better than this.
Yeah. Hey, well, I appreciate you calling. I hope you have a blessed night.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Peace. Yeah, listen, whatever happens in the dark always comes to light. And if you're just tuning in, we're just talking about a little bit of the madness that's going on with this family. Kind of just later, guys, not looking for their son. We know that they're part of this investigation. I think they're being looked at like the prime suspects right now. I mean, I'm not a detective, and let me tell you this: everything here is for entertainment purposes. Just sent you a DM with pictures someone sent to show us bite mark CP's arm. Okay, PJ, hold on. So I want to say this is for entertainment purposes. Nothing here is to be taken as fact. We talk news, rumor, gossip. Okay, so do your own research, people. And the caller's opinions are theirs and theirs alone. Not reflected on the dolly vision. So we just want to say that for legal reasons, because there's a lot of speculation that's being said. Everybody that we are talking about here on the show is innocent till proven guilty, and none of these people have been proven guilty of anything in a court of law. Okay, I stole that from cops. I stole that straight from cops. Did I do okay with it? Did I do okay? Did I get a passing grade? At least a C. Come on, a C. C plus? All right, I don't know. All right, phone lines are now back open. Call in numbers on the screen. What happened to this little boy? Dolly, I see a B.
Hey, Dolly, it's Gunner's little girl Wood.
Hey, Gunner.
Let me make sure I've got you turned down. I was wondering, has anybody ever said if Sebastian knew that door code, like if he got out of the house to get back in?
Yeah, he knew the code because the doors were locked back, so he had to have locked it.
Okay, I didn't know if he, mentally could do that or not. And the other thing that I was thinking about, if Katie did something to him on the inside of the house, I kind of hate to say this, but she could have used a pillow.
Oh, Lord.
I think she could have gotten him out to the garage.
Uh-huh.
But then what?
That's why I don't have pillows in my house. I ain't got to worry about nobody suffocating me.
Well, I was just trying to think of something, that I don't think she could beat a child to death or anything like that, but I was just thinking of getting mad and losing her temper and maybe trying to make him be quiet.
Yeah. Now I sleep with no pillows, no blanket. I keep my shoes on in a running position. Okay. That's how I stay sleeping, with one eye open.
Oh my. Yeah, with a pillow wrapped around your head in case you get hit.
No, I don't get into this in case somebody wants to suffocate me with that pillow. And I tape phone books to my chest in case somebody comes in with a knife and tries to stab me.
Oh, I was thinking about that song when you were talking about going to Boston.
Uh-huh.
There's a song about please go to Boston and about missing somebody. Every time you talk about Boston, I think about that song.
Okay. I think about somebody stabbed me in the neck with fork over something I said on the internet.
There's another thing too. The morning that Sebastian came up missing, they said that Katie was driving around.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if she was in her vehicle or her work van.
I'm thinking she was in her vehicle that was in the garage. Because did you hear when Nancy asked her, she said, "Was your car in the garage?" And she said, "Yeah." Nancy's eyebrows stood straight up in a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, I'm all about Miss Nancy.
Right. So it's like the car was in the garage. So if she loaded him into the car, nobody would have seen it. None of the neighbors would have seen it.
Well, what do you think about Chris not coming home for a whole month and her having to take care of Sebastian all by herself?
I think she got a man on the side.
That could be true.
I mean, that's what the locals were saying, that they thought she had a boyfriend on the side, but people could be wrong. It could just be gossip.
Well, Sebastian might have seen something he didn't need to see.
Maybe. All right, let me click on this. PJ's want me to show this. Okay, well, look. Hey,
we're gonna I'll talk to you later, but I will tell you it's getting about as hard to get through to you as Turtle Island.
Yeah, there's a lot of callers right now. It's the case, not my face.
Okay. Talk to you later.
All right, peace. All right, so you guys can wait. See that? Hold on, let me pull this over here. All right, so this is a picture of this young man's teeth. Misty, thank you guys. Kristen, I think it was Kristen. Let me go back up. Thank you guys for all the super chats. I know I've been missing stuff, so thank you so much. If you super chatted me and I missed it, I try to get at least all of them up on the screen. A lot of times I don't want to overtalk the caller. So that's how come I'm not shouting out the super chats as they come in, because it's hard to speak over everybody. But Misty and all you guys that have been hitting the like button, the super chats, thank you guys so much for keeping me alive. Okay. Now I got to eat. But anyway, as you can see from the picture, it definitely, they overlay the bite marks with his teeth, and it looks like it matches. Do you see the overlay of his arm with the teeth marks? Let me see right here if you can see my cursor. See the little red cursor on the screen? So that's an overlay of his teeth onto the bite mark. And it does look like bite marks. Okay. It looks like Sebastian locked onto this dude like a baby pit bull before whatever happened to him happened. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes. Seth has been here twice in the chat at PJ's World. Seth comes by, believe it or not, a lot. So I try to, be conscious of that, because, I totally believe this is more of a recovery thing right now at this point. And I know that hurts Seth's heart, and I don't want to be the person, that hurts Seth's, making them upset. So, but we gotta be real. Can this 15-year-old boy survive on his own in the elements with no shoes on, no jacket, no money, no food, no water? Could he do that? And I would say the answer is hell nah. I mean, that's just me being honest, so if he didn't get kidnapped and somebody didn't grab him, I mean, it's a recovery mission at that point. All right, let me open the phone lines. Y'all tell me what y'all think about these teeth. Do them teeth mark look like Sebastian's teeth to you? Okay. Dispatch Crystal, thank you so much. Thank you, Crystal. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey.
This is I sent you a text earlier today. I don't know if you saw it or not.
Yeah, I get the text. I just usually at the end of the night I'll go back through and read them all.
So I've always felt that this gets back to the custody case. I know a lot of people have that opinion. But my concern at this point is, and I know this is kind of out there, but I'm thinking Chris has a lot to lose, and I could see him unaliving Katie, making it look like she did it herself, over like she felt so bad about what she did, and she was going to be caught. And he does something. He leaves the trailer and comes back and finds her dead or unalived. Sorry. And everybody's going to think she did it because she had unalived Sebastian.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we're depressed.
I know it's kind of out there, but I would be concerned about that if I were her. If they really are involved in all this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then he's gotten rid of Katie, he's gotten rid of Sebastian, and now he can go after Faith to get his daughter. That seems to be the main goal of his life.
Would they give a man a kid that is missing his wife and his step kid? I mean, you done lost everybody. We ain't giving you nobody else to lose.
Yeah, but if he hasn't been charged with the crime, there's very little that they can do.
Yeah, you're right. And that's what I was thinking, that even in the Kayla situation, Kayla Montgomery, that she's going to be able to see her kids again one day.
Yep.
Because they didn't charge her with nothing but the line in court. So they didn't charge her with any charges against kids. So now she's going to be able to see her kids again and live her best life after what happened to little Harmony Montgomery. Is heartbreaking.
Absolutely.
But that's the justice system.
It is. And hopefully Katie, she knows Chris well enough. I hope she's, thinking about these things herself. If they both are really involved, and I believe they are, she better be looking over her shoulder, because it would be in his best interest to get rid of her and make it look like, she did it to herself.
Oh, they better know that knock is coming. That do. Police, open up. It's coming.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is if I'm wondering now that it's, police have moved more into a criminal investigation. It seems like if they've gotten search warrants to get the data from all the vehicles, from like the Chris's vehicles as well as the parents' vehicles, Chris's parents, because that's gonna reveal a lot about where those vehicles have been. Because they were smart enough to, I think, not take their phones with them.
Yeah.
But
the vehicles, they had to have some wheels.
Exactly. They're going to find out eventually. I mean, you cannot pull this kind of thing off and not leave some kind of data somewhere. It's hard to do.
I know, a digital footprint in this world.
Yeah.
Everything you do leaves a footprint. Your phone pings every 3 feet you walk, so it's like, it's hard to get in. There's cameras and more cameras every week, gas station cameras, store cameras, red light cameras, ATM cameras, plus your credit card tracks you, license plate trackers.
Yep, all of that. Absolutely.
So soon, I mean, right now you can get away with a little bit of crime, but think about 20 years from now, you'll never get away with anything.
Well, hopefully it'll stop with some of these missing persons cases, because it's crazy how many people go missing.
So if you want to get rid of somebody, now it's the time to do it, because 20 years from now, they're going to catch your ass. All right. All right. You be good. Well, stay safe.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye. Hey guys, you heard that here on Dolly. If you're going to do somebody in, you better get to getting. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. But look, technology is great. These cameras are getting cheaper. Everybody will have them. Everything's on camera. And I know people feel like Big Brother's watching me, but I feel like this. If you ain't breaking the law, you ain't got nothing to worry about the camera. Okay. I'm on camera every day, so it don't bother me anyway. But it only bothers you when you're digging in your nose and scratching your ass. All right. Just don't scratch your ass in public and you'll be all right. Right. But the more cameras out there, I believe, the better. Okay. It just makes the world a little bit safer place, and it makes it a little bit easier to get justice if something does happen to you. Now, I know there's the double side of that. You can't get away with shit. Okay. Well, you shouldn't be getting away with shit anyway. All right. Be a decent human being. And we don't want this type of crime. If a kid goes missing, we want to be able to see it. We want to see what happened, where he went, who he went with. And right now, we don't have all those cameras. And when we do have cameras, for some reason, they're from 1970 and they're damn Bigfoot cameras. Everybody looks like Bigfoot. It's a damn blur. I don't get it. My cameras are like 8 HD with night vision, right? But every time somebody gets anything on video, just like in the Sebastian Rogers case, did y'all see that video? It looked like it was recorded with a Nokia phone with the first camera that ever came out. Okay, you can't make out shit. It looks like a little blurry light, 2 little blurry lights. You're like, what the hell is that? What kind? My camera has night vision. It would have showed you exactly what it was. It would have took that little bit of light from the image and lit up the whole image. So it's like, I don't know what's up with people in these, having cameras from the 1970s in a neighborhood that is brand new. Okay. All right. Phone lines are now back open. Call in numbers on the screen. What do you beautiful people think? And real quick, I'll tell you in a minute. Dolly.
Okay.
Hello. Hello. Going one. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey.
This is Jan.
Hey, Jan.
How are we doing back there?
I'm doing pretty good. Not too bad.
Okay. I just see this photograph up here of Sebastian, and with the teeth marks on that guy's wrist.
Yeah.
That's called DNA.
Mm-hmm. So you think they find Sebastian, they're going to find some skin cells on his teeth?
Well, that and on his fingernails, because I noticed there was scratches.
Yep.
10-1, the thud she heard was Chris choking him in the bathroom.
Maybe.
They're going to find DNA in that bathroom. That's why they should luminol that bathroom.
Yeah, but if you live in a house, wouldn't your DNA be in that bathroom anyway? Like this, you got yourself shaving, or you or you cut yourself in the kitchen, everybody runs to the bathroom sink and washes, blood, or let's say you step on a piece of glass in your house or a thumbtack. I step on all kind of shit. I don't know how so much stuff gets on the floor.
Nah, he'd be struggling in the tub.
But what I'm saying is your DNA would be in the house, like blood. Your blood would be in the house naturally from little accidents.
Oh, what went on in this house was no little accident.
Yeah, but I'm saying, would there be a large amount of blood if he strangled a child? Usually when you get strangled, there ain't a large amount of blood.
Well, no, but if he falls back and hits the tub or something like that, there definitely would. And if he's beating on him at the same time also.
Yeah.
I mean, this kid is fighting for his life.
Yeah. I mean,
it sounds like,
to me, it looks like bite marks, but I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert. I can't say positively them bite marks, but to me, if you said, "Hey, Dolly, what does that look like?" I'd be like, "They look like bite marks."
Well, they are bite marks. I mean, you can. They don't look like no dog scratches to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a pit bull, and I've been scratched, and those don't look like no scratches at all.
And they're little tiny dogs they got too. It ain't like they got big ass dogs. They got little bitty dogs.
Even little bitty dogs don't leave dents in your skin like that.
Yeah, it's to me it looked, and you see how straight his teeth are, and then you see how straight the marks are.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of them two right there on the top kind of match his teeth a little bit too. That's what the scary thing is. This one right here at top left picture matches two front teeth, right? The mark, like the spacing of it, the gap. It has the gap.
Oh yeah.
Thing. So, I mean, it does resemble his teeth marks, but I can't be positive.
It is his teeth marks.
Well,
no doubt about it. There's plenty of DNA in that house, and if the police or the FBI or anybody, are doing their job correctly, maybe that's why they're keeping real quiet about this, is because they have a lot of evidence.
Well, they're definitely watching for sure. They're definitely watching. Hey, look, I appreciate you calling in.
You have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Yeah, you can believe. Listen, if we think they did it, what do you think? The detectives are human. They thinking the same thing. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, it's Sunshine.
Hey, Sunshine, how you doing?
Can't believe I got through the first time I tried to call.
Damn, like magic.
Earlier I tried to text you, but my phone messed up, so I don't know if you even got it.
Yeah,
I was trying. Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. Because what do you think about that?
I can't remember what it said, but I just know I got it.
So another YouTuber had said that I guess they talked to a coworker of Chris Proudfoot's. And supposedly he was not on the job site all day that day or the night that Sebastian went missing. So his whereabouts are not verified.
Well, I mean, to the internet, but are they verified? Do you think the TBI and the FBI?
I mean, I don't know, because I mean, if coworkers are saying he wasn't there, I'm sure that they're also telling TBI that he wasn't there.
Yeah, and we know Chris lies, so we can't believe anything he damn says at this point.
And so, I mean, if his story is he was at work, then I would say that his whereabouts are not verified, because you're saying you're at work, but work's saying you weren't. So
yeah,
where's the verification?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that the detectives, that'd be one of the first things they would want to do is clear his location, find out where he was at, when he was there, before.
Right.
And he said they didn't make him take a lie detector test because of where he was at. That's what he originally said. Now he's saying they want him to take a lie detector test, but I think they went dark and they're lawyered up, and he ain't going to take nothing.
The whole family went dark. Like Chris's parents and sister, they're all dark.
Oh, they all took down their accounts. I know Katie did.
So they're not. They haven't took them down, but they're private. Only friends can see.
Yeah.
And they're not accepting. You have to.
Friend request.
I've had a friend she's into this too, and she said I kind of use the low key fake Facebook account and tried to friend request. She said, and when she tried to friend request, it says that you have to know their email address to send a friend request.
Oh Lord, I was gonna say just make a dummy account with one of their friends and then send it.
Yeah, they've got it set to where you have to answer a security question to send a request.
Oh yeah, so they don't want anybody contacting them really unless they know them.
Huh. They don't want no contact with nobody. And if there was threats, because I know there's people very passionate about this case, and there are probably people that have threatened them. And if that's the reason they've gone private, why take down the flyers of, hey, my son's missing?
Why make you private, you mean? Why not do they?
Yeah, like why? I mean, I don't know if they're private or if they just took them down, because, why wouldn't that have been public to begin with?
I mean, the flyer, I mean, it's when you on Facebook, it asked you what you want to do. If you want to, here's his face.
Yeah. So by making that post private, they all limited who can see it and who knows about Sebastian being missing and who knows any updates. Like, they're limited in information. That's kind of, I don't know.
Well, he posted. It looks like Chris Proudfoot posted a video 12 hours ago, and it's powered by Faith Team Strength, something to do with, I don't know, working out as a workout video. And everything else is private account, but his motorcycle. Okay, and he has a nice.
Yeah, that's all. It's just suspicious. They're all suspicious.
How do we?
Me and my mom was talking about it, and she said it sounds like they've definitely lawyered up. And the lawyer, the first thing the lawyer tells you is shut your mouth.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they have lawyered up for sure at this point.
All right, Dolly. Well, I will get off here so someone else can get through.
All right, you be good. Stay safe.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, peace. All right, so something's going on. These people, for them to go private. We know that the police allegedly was in their house, and then right after the police were in their house, they go private, start moving campsites, allegedly. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
This is Roxanne. I'm from Bristol, New Jersey. Me and my husband been following you from the very beginning of when you first started with Sebastian case.
Awesome.
We're just kind of confused about why the parents are hiding. I mean, at this point in time, we just want to find him, whether he's alive or gone. We just want answers, and it's just crazy. And all I want to say is that at this point, I hope that the law enforcement is tracking them while they're on that RV, wherever they are.
I hope so too.
Yeah, man, because it's crazy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And I love what you're doing. I love the fact that you're getting this information out here for us. I know it's just for not personal purposes, but this is something that needs to get out. He's an autistic boy that really needs to be found.
Yes.
And I'm praying for the father. We're praying for him and his safe return, for his son's safe return. I don't really have much to say, but I'm glad I got in.
I'm glad you came. It's nice to talk to you.
Yes. Again, yes, we're from Bristol, New Jersey. We're going to keep following this case as much as we can, and I just hope the family can find him. Yes.
Okay. How far are you from Perth Amboy? I know that area of Jersey pretty good. You close?
From where, Dolly?
Amboy. Perth Amboy.
I'm not quite sure. Quite sure.
Okay. All right. Well, look. Hey, it was good talking to you. You be good.
Thank you. All righty.
All right. Peace. Yeah, usually when I'm up in Jersey, I'll stay up in that area and then I'll jump the train into the city into New York. That's why I asked, because I usually stay in Perth Amboy because it's near the train station. And there's a hotel right over there. And I'll stay at that hotel and then I can pop in and out the city pretty quick. All right, let me open the phone lines back up. Definitely keep sharing this boy's photo. Listen, I think it's foul play, but you never know. The boy could have slipped out the house. That's why I was out there searching. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, it's Hope from Indiana.
It's who?
Hope from Indiana.
Hey, Hope. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
I seen that picture with the teeth and his arm.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, they match up almost perfectly.
Yeah, I thought so too. That there was the gap was about the same. They look straight.
Yeah.
Teeth.
See, I know about that because there was a CPS case with my son where he had a bite mark, and they measured my teeth and my husband's teeth.
To see if y'all.
And yeah, to see if we did it. I was cleared. My husband was not. I'll just put it that way. So I learned.
Was you
through
married?
that
Was you married to Hannibal Lecter? What's going on?
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just playing.
But anyway, so I learned when I went through that process with them about the aligning of teeth and how they measure things. And that is too much on, it's perfectly on top of each other, especially when you look at the picture on the bottom.
Yeah.
When you put them on,
when you compare them like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just too perfect for that. And then another thing, I wanted to say is that I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Keep up the great work, especially keeping eyes on the case, because honestly, I think all the information that you're getting and us talking about it is what's concerning their heat,
Yeah.
Because we're so, open discussion about what's going on and things and what we've noticed.
Yeah.
And that's scaring them. I think we've hit a lot of spots that are pretty decently close, and it scares them. And I think they probably...
I think the attention just puts the heat on the police, and the heat on the police keeps them moving and moving and working. You don't want nothing to go cold. That's for damn sure.
And I hope the God TBI goes in the house and does the when they can like illuminate blood and see. I hope they do that.
Yeah.
In Sebastian's room.
I believe they're going to do that. And they were, from my understanding, they were possibly in the house yesterday. So we don't know what they were doing. They could have been testing for blood. They could have been seeing if there was ways to get out. They could have been searching the house again. We just don't know. But time will tell. Come on.
Exactly. I just wanted that, and to tell you how great you're doing, and prayers for Seth.
Thank you. You have a great night.
You too.
All right, peace. All right, come on, Lolo. Lolo wants to come up and say hi to everybody. Y'all don't give me a second. She's like, there's a lot of people in the chat. She thinks she's a little rock star, so she wants to come say hello to everybody. Say hey to everybody since you want to jump all in my lap while I'm talking. She's like, hey, people. Lolo says, make sure you hit the like button. You sub up and help us hit, 52,000, Lolo? We're almost at 52,000. Every 1,000 subs, Lolo gets a bone, okay? So you can help this pretty little doggy eat if you sub up the channel, okay? If you sub up the channel. How's that for blackmail, right? Pull at your heartstrings. Phone lines back open. Lolo says she's ready to take your calls. She said kids just don't vanish. That came from the Chihuahua. Okay. Look at my arm. You see any marks? I have a little dog. No marks. Look, no marks. Not one. Nope, not a blemish. Dolly.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Dolly. I'm so happy I got through. I've been trying for like days. I love you.
Oh, awesome. I'm glad you made it then.
I was going to get on too and hit the like button too. I love your dog.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And I agree. That's just crazy with those bite marks. Oh, and the teeth. Oh gosh.
Do you think it's legit? Do you think it's bite marks and you think it's his teeth?
I do.
Okay.
I really do. I just, I know, these are just our opinions and, but I tell you, this is just such a sad case. I really believe that one or the other, either CP or KP did something.
Yeah.
So,
I was just about to ask you that. Well, what do you think about them leaving with their kid missing?
I as a parent, I mean, even if I wasn't a parent, I mean, you just have those automatic, emotions, feelings for people in general.
Yeah.
I would, even if I wasn't a parent and if it was my niece or nephew, I would just stay put, that way they can, come back, I would be in the area for sure, handing out flyers but I would definitely stay at the house. There's no way I would not be.
I could see if your kid was missing for a year or two, I mean, really missing. And then you was like, okay, well, we're moving, but to be 5 weeks in, just barely over 5 weeks right now. And they've been technically for a couple weeks. So what, at the 4 week mark, they were like, we're out. 30 days later, they're gone. He ain't going.
That's so unbelievable. And I don't think as a parent I could even leave after like 2 years.
Yeah, Don and Candace Wells waited longer than that. Okay.
Oh yeah. And they for sure.
And everybody knows what they did, So I'm just saying these people, they instantly Joe dirted them. They were like, all right, he's gone. Let's go. Getting on the way.
Yeah.
That is so horrible. And I think that's what got the whole country and most of the damn world thinking they're guilty.
Yeah. And I'm a full-time caregiver. Well, I'm kind of on medical leave right now, but for a young lady who's autistic nonverbal, and she just lights up my world. And
I don't know how you could hurt the innocent, because when kids are special needs, they don't really know how to be like. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're just innocent.
Yes.
How somebody could treat an innocent person. Especially,
she's like between a 2 and a 4-year-old, but she's just. I love being a get a chance to see with her and hang out. She cracks me up just like you. Yeah. I don't think I used to be a comedian by crime.
I'm highly functional. Okay, I'm highly functional. That's what it is. Okay?
But you definitely. I don't think I go a time when I watch you without having my cheeks hurt because I'm laughing. Thank you for the laughter too. Laughter is good medicine. So thank you so much, Dolly. Yes.
Peace.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So she was sweet. That swole my head up. All right. Listen, a quick question for everybody. I try to do this nightly. All right. Leave your DNA on the like button. Cherokee Girl says, good. I'm glad you said that because I was going to roll right into that. If you haven't yet, right? This week only, we're doing a buy one, get one free deal. No, we're doing a get one free deal. It's free to hit the like button. Okay. When you hit it, the next video I do, I'll let you like it for absolutely free. Okay. And then once you like the video, right? I'm just playing. Once you like the video and only after you like the damn video, all right? Only after you do it, I want you to shout out in the chat room where you're watching my ugly face from. Okay. My beautiful people, it's time to represent your city, your town, your hood, maybe even your granny, if you want to shout out your granny. But I want to see where you beautiful people are watching from. So let me see. Let's hear it. Where are you at? I see Alabama, Oregon, Ohio, Kingsport, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Vermont. Tiffany says she's in my backyard. Okay. South Florida. She might be. Okay. Indiana, Springfield, Tennessee. We got some Detroit, North Carolina, Kansas City, Florida, Australia, Arkansas, Daytona Beach. Man, it's moving fast. More Ohio, Kentucky, Australia, Iowa, Albuquerque, Arizona, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Ohio, Middle Tennessee, Texas, Canada, Liverpool, England, Maryland, the Congo. You damn sure ain't one. Are you watching the Congo for real? All right, let's see. The UK, Cincinnati, Australia. You never know. I got people that watch me from South Africa, Australia, Texas, Michigan, Texas, Tennessee. Any updates? Yeah, the people have moved lots. Okay, that's the big news tonight. I thought they would took off because they were missing, but some people in the chat room are saying all they did was really move lots, but they're in the same campground. Okay, Iowa, New Mexico, Vegas, more Texas, PA. It's moving so fast. So we got people all around the country. I think we got everything covered, even Alaska. Y'all keep an eye out for this boy. He could, at this point, really, he truly could be, if somebody grabbed him, he could be anywhere in this country at this point. Shit, he could actually be out this country in another country at this point. It's like sound is freedom. Dolly.
Hi.
Hey.
So this is premeditated.
Okay, your name is premeditated?
They went out, took him to every place they could find with CCTVs, gave him the best day of his life. Chris has court.
Yeah, for the
Chris is worried about court. Chris had CPS come when he said on Smiley's World when he was 15. That's within the last 3 months, right?
Yes. And then he told Nancy Gray years since he put his hand, it was years. So he lied.
Yeah. Well, he's lied about a lot. So I think he said that because he didn't know what's gotten out. So he said that there, and then he lies on Nancy because he just can't help but lie. He forgets what he lies about. He lies so much, he doesn't even know what he had for dinner. So those marks on his arms. I don't know if you've ever been strangled, but you're going to have your teeth right on their forearm there, and probably your hand scratching the other arm, right?
Yep.
Trying to get loose. God forbid. I hate to think that. What I hope is they just, took him somewhere and are hiding him. He's safe and sound. But, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Yeah. I mean, every day that goes by is a little bit worse, a little bit worse. We know the results. It's just a matter of time, I think, unless they've hid this boy really well.
Yeah. He says he was in Nashville or wherever it was. Was it Nashville? I'm not from there. Memphis, maybe.
Yeah, Memphis. They lived about 15 minutes from Nashville, but he worked in Memphis about 3 hours away.
Right. So he makes a phone call. They're on the phone for 3 hours. Isn't that convenient? How long does it take to get from Memphis to Nashville area, or where,
3 hours.
Hendersonville? About 3 hours, right?
I guess how you.
So he leaves his phone on in the camper. He gets there. They hang up midnight, right? She just has to hang up her phone and then do whatever they did.
Yeah, and he would be back by like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, back in.
Right, depending on whatever stops he made.
Yeah.
I'm guessing about 6 o'clock is when he got back,
I mean, and you got to think about even if you had to stop and dig a hole, it's going to take you a damn hour to dig the hole.
Oh, it's going to take a while. I don't know if you've ever dug a hole, but it's going to take a while. So I'm guessing that's about a lot of the 3 hours. God forbid. I don't know,
Yeah, you're going to be digging for a while if you out in the woods somewhere digging.
They wanted to make it look like a runaway, but they forgot the shoes. You can tell that's a freaking sensitive subject with them.
Yeah, the shoes
And
is where they slipped up at, for sure.
Yep. They wanted her to run away, and they were hoping cops, nobody, everybody just say, oh, he ran away, and it wouldn't get this attention, but his daddy loves him and is not going to give up.
I don't think they thought it was going to get this attention at all, because it didn't in the beginning. Remember, it was kind of slow because Riley Strand took all the media attention.
Right.
Everybody was
I didn't hear about it until Seth was on Nancy Grace, and then I looked them up, and then I watched their interview, and I thought, oh my God, these people are lying, And I mean, right off the bat, I could tell something was off.
Well, when they found Riley and everybody kind of rolled to, right over to him, because it's only like 15 minutes down the street, that's when it picked up so much steam, because, there was already media attention behind the Riley Strain stuff. You had Seth starting to go on national TV, and then right after that, it was just national, so.
Yeah. You got two people missing 15 minutes from each other. And
now if that boy had went missing a little bit longer, this might not have caught national attention like it did.
Right.
But everything in this world happens for a reason, and I'm glad this has national attention. It has the whole country looking and watching it, because it's going to take that to find the answers in this.
I sure hope they swabbed his arms, is all I got to say. I just think, he's got a cop in his pocket, so they were getting away with it in the beginning, and now, it's going to TBI, possibly FBI, and he's not going to be able to get away with it.
He ain't got none of them in his pocket. But hey, look, I appreciate you calling in. It was good talking to you.
All right. Take care. Bye.
All right. Peace. Yeah, look, you may have a couple cops in your pocket. It happens. There's some corrupt cops out there, or some of your buddies that are police. All right. Dolly even got friends in law enforcement, right? But you ain't gonna get past everybody. There you go, Jane. Oh no, that's when all them friendships end. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Who's this? Where you calling from?
This is that Illinois boy, Bill from Illinois, calling to see how you and Lolo and everybody's doing there.
Man, I'm doing great. I can't complain. I went out, had me dinner, some chicken, some baked beans. I'm living large. Dolly, gotta eat.
There you go, man. Them baked beans, they sound good now.
They're good. I went to Smoky Bones. It was good. It was really good.
Oh man, Smoky Bones.
Smoky Bones.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I called Yogi Bear Campground and asked them what the world they was doing, allowing idiots to hang out there and hide out. That must be the national hideout area.
Did they do
background check?
Yes,
I did. Yes, I did. I asked them if they do background checks on the people that come in there, because, there's normal people that go to the places like that, and they want to know that their kids are safe.
Yeah.
Not around somebody that's going to be a predator or is a predator or preys on kids or beats on kids that are autistic, like Chris Proudfoot.
Yeah.
And I'm putting it out there. And Chris Proudfoot, if you're listening, you don't like what I'm saying, I've already told you, come to Illinois and see me, boy.
There you go. Damn. So what did they say when you called? What did they say?
We got an answering machine. I tried calling about 40 times. I left a number for them to call back. They said they would call back, but if they do, I will call and let you know what they say, but I'm not betting that they will.
Nah. I heard that they're having other complaints there in the campground, though, of people driving by and screaming stuff.
Oh, isn't that just too bad? When a 15-year-old boy has been missing for 40 some odd days out in the elements in the cold.
They better be thanking God that Bullhorn Betty's cars broke down. I know that. They better be thanking Jesus. Like,
hey, I heard Nancy even went by and checked out if they're there.
Oh, I did hear something about that too. That's crazy that if Nancy would show up.
Hey, they really got her fired up. And Nancy ain't playing now. She's going to lay the smackdown on him. She's bringing a belt.
Could you imagine looking out your door and seeing Nancy Grace standing out there? That shit would freak me out. I'd run and hide.
Oh, man. That'd make you want to go turn yourself in, wouldn't it?
I'd be like, damn, they sent Nancy. I'd be scared. I'd be so scared. I'd be like, why is this woman at my house?
Hey, wait till Vinny gets on the other side of the trailer and they both start pounding on it and say,
Vinny wouldn't scare me as bad. I don't get the intimidation vibe like I get from Nancy. That's an intimidating ass woman right there.
She's got it going on now. She could be on WWE and put the fear in the God in all them guys there.
Yeah, she scares me. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, well look, hey, you guys, you be good, all right?
Hey, you too. God bless y'all. God bless Seth. We love you. Keep up. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. America's got to do that because basically Sebastian Wayne, Drake, Rogers has to be found. And that's all there is to it. There's got to be justice. And his army is coming.
Amen, brother. You be good.
Amen. And if you're listening, Seth, God bless you. I feel so sorry for you, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
I cut him off. He kind of paused and then he'd go, then he'd pause. We are missing the cone. The cone is in the house. Where's the cone at? Oh, Sherlock Cones, he's here. Sorry, guys. I was smoking. He was just hanging out with me right over here. So hold on. Sherlock Cones is here. What is it? Y'all want to ask Sherlock Cones a question? All right. He got his media pass on. He's ready to go. He's going to Boston in just a couple days. You ready to go to Boston, Sherlock Cones? He's ready. You seen the cone? Look, you see it. He's ready to rock and roll, Sherlock Cones. All right. Take your spot. Take your spot. All right. Phone lines back open. Sherlock Cones says the parents are suspect. He don't trust them. He said, keep your eyes on them. They done did something with this kid. Allegedly, according to Sherlock Cones, a.k.a. Biggie Cones. Dolly. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Is this Dolly?
Yes, this is Dolly.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
This is Roberta from Sacramento.
Say your name one more time.
Roberta from Sacramento.
Hey, Roberta. How you doing?
Hi, I was just calling in for my opinion. I think those bite marks on his arm are Seth's. I think Seth was fighting for his life. His dad was choking him, stepdad.
Seth, Chris is the stepdad. Seth is the biological father.
Yes, the bad guy anyhow. The stepdad. I think he was choking him and Seth was fighting for his life. Those are identical teeth marks of that little boy's teeth.
Sebastian is the little boy. Seth is the father, biological.
But those are the teeth marks on that little boy.
You got me confused.
Dad.
Yeah. They're definitely teeth marks.
They match his. If you look at it, they match.
I think so too.
I think they're guilty. I just wanted to call in and say those two are guilty.
They
are the guilty ones.
Okay. You got your gavel. You're life. All right. Later.
Yes. Peace out.
Peace. Okay, I say, look, we time up. We let the gophers handle it. We let, apparently these gophers and these what are they, damn woodchucks? They be running Tennessee, right? They be running Tennessee. I didn't know that when I was out here searching from this video. I didn't know that, that the woodchucks were so dangerous out there. But I say we just time up, let the woodchucks take care of Chris Proudfoot, okay? I don't know. The little boy didn't vanish, okay? We know that. And the person that was home with him that night, so many people give Chris Proudfoot, the worst of the blow of this, right? The evil stepdad. But let's remember, the mother was allowing this. And a lot of people say, well, because she was being abused. And I don't think so. I hate to disagree with you ladies. She don't seem like an abused woman to me. But what the hell do I know? I'm an idiot dude, right? So there's the possibility she could be, and she could be scared. I just don't see that. I'm just being honest. Because the way she was rubbing them, and it was a lot like Jen Soto and Stephen Stearns when he was over there crying, oh, I love my step. And good and well, he did horrible things to that girl and then murdered her. Okay. I kind of get that vibe. And I'm sorry, but that's just truthful vibes that I get from it. It's like, I ain't quite buying it. And then when I first seen her, she was way more emotional. She was actually, crying. And I was like, okay, well, she's a little more emotional than Jen Soto because Jen Soto had no damn emotions. Okay. and it was kind of like Kayla Montgomery. Like, some women can cry when they want to cry. I'll give you a prime example. I was in the Harmony Montgomery trial, sitting there watching Kayla, and every time the defense side asked her a question, she'd start crying. She'd cry. But when it was the other side that asked her a question, she didn't have a tear in her eye. Right? When it was the people that benefited her asking a question, it didn't worry her. But when it was the other side asking a question, she instantly cried. Like, she could make herself cry like that. And, you know, damn, Sherlock, damn, where you going, man? Where you going? You out of control here, right? Out of control. Pure madness. I just think that she was putting on a little bit of an act. I mean, that's just my opinion. You know, now you look at Nina when she was crying. She was blowing snot bubbles, sobbing, and she even listened to the kid. Okay, Dolly.
Hey, Dolly, it's Cherokee.
Say your name one more time. It broke up. Sorry.
Cherokee Grandma from Oregon.
I heard the grandma part. All right, what's up going on in Oregon?
Cherokee Grandma.
Cherokee Grandma. Okay, I got you that time.
That's right. So I have 2 things to say.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to talk for a while. Number one is that I'm thinking that Sebastian's dad, Seth,
yeah,
he's got the support of Petito because he did exactly what he did and got the word out there on the internet.
Who did?
That's the way Petito.
Oh, okay.
Gabby Petito's dad.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm hoping he's got support from him and being like, you just need to get that word out there and tell everybody on the internet so they can because it was the YouTubers that found Gabby,
Yeah, the buffoons or something like that. Wasn't it?
Yeah. And the other thing is that I have 13 grandkids from the age 2, actually newborn the other day, to 15 years old. There's no way in hell that we would put a 15-year-old to bed and then not check on him in the night. Once somebody gets up at night and goes to the bathroom or gets water or whatever, my daughter and my son-in-law, or whatever, I live with 5 grandkids. One's on the way, another one's on the way. And, it was because my son-in-law got up to get water one night last year. He caught he was 14 at the time, now he's 15, caught him with a girl in his room.
Oh, Lord. Getting a little sneaky freaky.
Oh, yeah. But I asked my daughter and my son-in-law, I said, if your kid was missing, would you leave? Would you move? Would you go away? And they were like, hell no. What if he came back?
Yeah, what if that's what I would ask. What if he comes back? We leave a note. They leave a note on the door. Hey, we left. We didn't know if you were coming back. I mean, did they leave a note for him?
Yeah, I think something happened in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And then he would go to work and leave or something. And she just couldn't stay there alone in that house. Because, maybe they did something to him in that house.
Mm-hmm.
And she stay there. He's like, I ain't
his ghost has been haunting her all month.
Or that.
Just
that something happened to him in there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine hurting my kid. I just couldn't. I don't know how these parents do it, but so many of them do.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, and when you watch her interviews, she has such a poker face.
Yeah, but her tears are drying up, and I don't know why that is. She's getting a little more. Like in the first interview, she was sobbing and crying a little bit. By interview 3, she didn't even shed a tear.
Yeah.
So
and on the other side of it, not that I'm trying to defend her or anything, but I was in a really abusive relationship where I lost everything, my house, my kids and everything. My kids had to stay with my parents and they had to send me to a different state to save my life from the guy. Because he was so controlling, and it happened very slowly. I didn't even realize it until all of a sudden, and when you're in that situation, like if he did something to Steph,
yeah,
you're scared he's going to do something to her.
Maybe.
So she just concedes to what he needs and wants because she's scared.
That is so horrible, man. You know, if she is in that much fear, I feel bad for her. But I mean, I still don't know about that. You know, I'm still debating that one.
I think a lot of us women out here that have been in that situation, when we see the red flags from him.
Oh, I see the red flags. I can tell what type of dude he is. You know, I can honestly tell he's controlling. He'll blackmail you. I see what kind of person he is, no doubt. I just don't know, like, if the woman is scared of him. I can't tell that yet, but I know what kind of man he is. He's a man you should be scared of, for sure.
Him and his family are willing to go that far in the airport, in an airport, when his ex was trying to leave with her kid. And we're all there to try to get that kid from her.
Yeah.
You know, they're all the same.
And this may have something to do with that kid too. It might be the motive behind all of this is that little boy. So,
but when the guy was abusing me, I told his parents. I'd go visit. He'd only let me allow me to go see his parents and his sister because they were together. And when I'm there, I tell him, you know, he's like this, he's like that. He doesn't want me this, he doesn't want me that. And they'd say, well, you know, that's just how he is. That's just how Ronnie is. You better, you know, go home because we don't want him to get mad. That's just how he is, you know.
Oh, Lord.
And they
justify. But look, hey, we're running out of time, so I got to let you go. You be good. You stay safe. And I'm glad you made it out of that abusive relationship for sure.
Yeah, me too.
All right. Stay safe, girl.
All right. Thanks. Peace.
How old is Melanie? I do not know. And thank you, SubCloud. And thank you, everybody that's been liking the videos. And I know I've missed some of the super chats. Y'all bring it in. Big virtual hugs from Dolly. Thank you guys for keeping me alive, being here, liking the videos. Sherlock Combs just took a nosedive. Sherlock, man, what's the deal? What are you doing over here, man? You're wilding out. You're interrupting. You're like Lolo. You're jumping around. You're just all over the place. Okay. Sherlock Combs says he wants this boy found. He ain't going to stand for it. He ain't going to stand for it. Okay. That's what he said. He said he sees it all. He knows it all. And he knows that some human out here, adult human, has done something with this little boy. And he said he ain't going to just stand around for it no more. He just ain't going to sit still. He's on the move. All joking aside, where's this little boy? Who has him? Why ain't his mother on the news right now pleading, begging for the safe return of her son? Make it make sense. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly.
Hey.
This is Rose from Virginia.
Rose from Virginia, Mrs. Conspiracy herself. What is good, Rose? How you been?
You know, my brain is just dead tired with all this. I don't even have any intelligible words anymore.
No intelligible words. Okay, well, tell us some dumbass shit then.
Well, Katie is his fifth wife, right?
Fifth wife? I think so, yes.
So, and we've heard from Nina,
Yes,
which,
wife
you know,
four.
we got a lot of eye-opening information there about his personality. I would like to hear from the others. So that's 2 wives out of 5 marriages. I'd like to hear from the other 3 wives. I wish a couple of them would step forward and give us a little rundown on what it was like when they were married to him.
Yeah, I know JLR better get to work. Why don't we know who the other 3 wives are?
Yeah.
He should have been on top of that.
I know. I'm just slow these days, buddy.
I'm sure he's working on it. I'm sure he's working on that. JLR is probably working on it.
Yeah. But the other thing is, a lot of our questions will be answered, I think, through electronic forensics.
Did you?
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Take their computer, see what they were searching, see what kind of movies they were watching, try to get into their mindset a little bit. Like, were they watching movies on disappearance? Were they watching movies on kidnapped kids? Were they searching anything? You know, duct tape, shovels. Did they have anything on their credit cards where they bought anything to, you know, the basic hide your ass, you know, plastic bags, duct tape, shovels, saws, power tools. anything.
Do we know if law enforcement has done any of that yet? I mean,
look, they need to get, if they haven't, they need to give Dolly a job. They only got to pay me like $250,000 a year.
well, also the OnStar or whatever it is that tracks where your car's been.
Yep.
I mean, I would start there at this point with that law enforcement. I mean, for Christ's sake. And the other thing is, do you actually have to have physical possession of a person's phone in order to get the data, like the log, or do you just need the phone number?
Just a phone number sometimes, because a lot of stuff is saved to a cloud. If they can get warrants, they can get into the cloud and they can still get the information off the phone without even having the phone these days. You couldn't do that on an old phone, but on a new phone you can.
I mean, you would think they would have done all that by now, right?
Well, I'm sure they're doing that. They're smart people too. Like I learned a lot, even in the Karen Reed stuff, where they're using this Celebrate stuff. And it'll, track your movement of your phone, what time you search something, what you were searching, they got all that stuff. You can't delete nothing off your phone. You have to overwrite a file, and your phone don't overwrite, so it never deletes anything.
Right. Yeah. Well, I just like I said, I don't have a lot of words. I'm so confused. I'm like, it's heartbreaking. And when I think about that boy out there alone and, stuff, it hurts me. And I guess I'm just so frustrated. We want answers. I know I do. The other thing I wanted to bring up is not much new news about Madeline Soto. So I'm a little upset about that too.
Yeah. She's a minor and her mama ghosted everybody. So, we ain't getting much out of that.
Yeah. So that's about it for me today.
All right, Rose, you be good. You stay safe.
You too, Dolly. Good to talk with you.
All right. Peace.
Bye-bye.
All right. Damn, Rose. Usually she has a million things to say, ready to go. She was just feeling a little down tonight. Rose, I hope you're doing okay. Big hugs to you. Molly. Hello.
Hey, Dolly. Good evening.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay.
You got to turn me off in the background now, okay?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Well, I'm Elise from Maryland.
Hi, Elise. Good to hear from you.
Good to hear from you. You know what I'm starting to wonder in reference to this poor Sebastian case?
What's that?
Because Katie and Chris are military,
Uh-huh.
I'm wondering if perhaps it might be a bunker somewhere that they could have Sebastian in.
They got him in an underground bunker. That's a new one.
Perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, because they both military. I'm like,
Well,
maybe they might have a bunker
Well,
somewhere.
the psychics have been seeing gophers. That might explain it. The underground bunker and gophers, because gophers live underground. Them damn woodchucks, and maybe the woodchucks near the bunker. But do you think they got a fish tank in there? Because there's some catfish involved in this psychic theory.
Are you serious? A psychic?
Yes, I'm dead ass serious. I can't make this stuff up. I ain't that good.
Oh.
I
hadn't heard
that there
anything
were
about
some woodchucks near some a lake of water with some school of catfish, is what the psychic says.
And gophers too.
Gophers and woodchucks are the same thing. We Googled it.
Oh,
I
didn't know.
I didn't know either. It's amazing, ain't it?
We're learning some things with this case. Okay. No, but honestly, I thought about that yesterday. I said, you know what? They both military.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they could have a bunker somewhere.
A bunker.
Not far from where there's salt at. Like
okay.
Near that campsite.
We're going to have to get some old World War II maps and see if there's any bunkers nearby.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
What about it's Tennessee? What about caves and mines? There's a lot of those in the woods, like caves and mines. He could have fell into a mine shaft.
Yeah, I had no idea about that. I would have never thought about caves, especially
Yeah,
in
because
mine.
like in Wales, because look, somebody told me because I went out to Tennessee looking for summer wells and I was searching by myself, and somebody said, look, you may have a gun on you, not worried about wild animals and stuff. He goes, but if you fall into a well or you fall in one of these old mines, you know, you don't have self-service out here, you're by your damn self, you could get hurt. And he's like, let me tell you, there's a lot of stuff out here other than wild animals. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're armed. What matters is you're not by yourself, just in case something happens to you, is what the local was making it a point to be like, bro, don't go in these woods by yourself. You could fall in a well, an old septic tank, different holes in the ground. There's a lot of ways to get hurt out there by yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's dangerous. That goes without saying if you ask me. It is dangerous. But I'm thinking a bunker only because, they're set up like a home. He would have food, and, everything that he would need. And to me, it would make sense as to why they're not searching and why they're comfortable not searching, because they know where he is. His mom knows he's safe where he is. He's well hidden. They may have an eye on him from where they are. Underground. Just
they got security cameras hooked up in the bunker watching them. Brinks.
Perhaps.
That's why they didn't have them on their house, because they had installed them on the bunker.
You never know. I don't know. I'm brainstorming just like everybody else.
I know. I know. I'm just playing. Hey, look, you be good. You stay safe.
Thank
all right.
You too. Be safe. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Good night. Bye.
Okay. That was a brand new one right there. Okay. We've had psychics say he was in lakes, ponds, gophers. Oh, the lady today said, what was their geese? Matter of fact, me and PJ was at Smoky Bones, and this geese tried to attack us. It tried to thug us, right? We had a standoff, like a little Mexican standoff with this. Well, it's one, so it's just a goose, okay? But he had an attitude, right? And I kind of squared up with him. Then I realized he was about as big as me, and I was like, all right, move quickly, PJ. Let's get to the car for this bitch whips my ass, right? And I end up on a National Geographic show. So we had to mosey along because, I didn't want that smoke. I only play a gangster on TV. I only play a gangster on TV. All right. Yeah, that little bird looked angry. He looked mad. He was pissed off about something I don't quite know. Maybe he was upset that, they ain't found Sebastian Rogers yet, and he was going to take it out on me. I don't know. He had beef with the cone. I'm not quite sure. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. This is Lacey Gacy from Alabama.
Hey, Lacey Gacy. Are you any kin to John Wayne Gacy?
I said Lacey Gacy.
Oh, okay. I got a bad ear.
I just wanted to make some points, and if I'm wrong, and Seth is in the chat, please correct me. But she was not an abused wife. She was in the military, experienced with guns, and experience in martial arts. There's no way she was
she Rambo?
An abused wife. Huh?
I said, was she Rambo?
Sounds like it. And also, there's no way that Sebastian barefooted within 5-6 hours got further than all those cops could get in a car, and in just that short amount of time. It's not like he lived in a large city and he could, hit the bus and get out of town.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't think he ran it.
Let me address this. Truth and Justice, thank you for your super chat. That's super sweet of you. And she asked, do we know if Sebastian's the clothes that he was wearing at the Texas Roadhouse are accounted for? I don't know. That I truly don't. I do know Seth asked. I don't know if Seth's in the room. Sorry, I lost the call. But I don't truly know. I know Seth was curious to that. And I've been curious myself if them clothes are accounted for, right? Because a lot of people truly believe he never made it back to the house. Me, myself, I think he made it back to the house, and then something transpired between the mother and the son. Dolly.
Hello?
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 Hello. How you doing?
Yes. Hi, how are you? Let me turn my TV down. I think that's the problem.
Yep, you definitely got to do that.
Yeah, I watch you on my TV. And it's behind my phone. I mean, but anyway, the reason that I'm calling is, first, if Seth is listening, tell him I'm really praying for him. I'm so sorry. So sorry he's going through this.
Uh-huh.
And
well, if Seth is listening, why do I got to tell him he just heard you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I thought I said that, but you know what? It's almost my bedtime, so you gotta excuse me.
But I'll tell him for
I
you.
really appreciate. Yeah, I really appreciate what you're doing to keep this out there in the public, because I'm really worried about this young man, this young boy. But you know what? I think a caller earlier had talked about having that luminol done in the house to see if there was any blood.
Yeah, they also do a stuff called Red Star too. I learned that. Oh no, Blue Star. Is it Blue Star? Yeah, it's Blue Star.
Yeah, but I was thinking, Katie and Chris, they used to be in the military. I think they're pretty intelligent, and they wouldn't, if they were going to do something, they wouldn't leave any type of forensic evidence. If something happened to Sebastian, he's not out there, maybe if he took off and someone picked him up and put him in the house, or they're keeping him, or, I don't know what to think about it, but
yeah,
if they did something, I think with that new medication he was taking, and his dad did mention the medication he was taking, and that medication my son was on, and it does cause hallucinations, and he just started taking that. They took my son off of that.
So do you think it's possible that he could have took some medicine and he kind of didn't deal with him good, and he went into outrage, and his mom and him somehow?
They keep saying he goes into outrages. I thought that was when he was younger. I thought he didn't go into outrages when he was older. I thought maybe he acted out a little bit, but I think if anything happened, now Katie says that she was on the phone with Chris for 3 hours, but also during that time she was reading a chapter. How was she doing all this stuff?
But not checking on her kid, and not checking on her kid.
Yeah. And especially with fluid on this brain, if you hear a thump. Now, one time her interview, she said she heard a noise. I mean, yes, the second time was a thud. If you hear a thud, and you have a son that has issues, physical or mental, you still, even though he's 15, I did that. I went and checked on my son.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't just sit there and talk to my husband, and Chris, I think Chris is he probably got really upset with Sebastian for calling CPS. And he said that happened years ago, but then recently, on one of the podcasts, he did say he was 15.
Yeah.
So it had to have happened again. And that might keep him from getting custody of his daughter.
Oh, he ain't getting custody of his daughter. That ship is way done.
Now, that's gone. That's gone.
That ship been gone. That shit that left a long time ago. That left when Sebastian left.
But there is another alternative. Chris I don't know how close, if he has any really close friends, or if, maybe if he could have sent somebody over there to get Sebastian from the garage and take him, or if when he was talking to, like these other callers saying, I think the same thing, kind of, he left his phone there in Memphis. And see, I used to live in that area. I know how people are. I used to live in Arkansas. I live in Florida now, and I've been living in Florida for years.
All over the place.
Yeah, well, my parents divorced, and my dad lived in Arkansas. My mom lived in Florida, but I lived in close to Savannah, Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
And I used to work in Adamsville, but I know because people over there, it's like when you have money, you have hierarchy. These police, like the local sheriffs, they just kind of let you slide. And I'm glad that, TBI gets involved, FBI is involved. I don't know if the FBI is involved, but the Secret Service is involved, and that's good because, I really know how they are.
Yeah. Well, look, we're running out of time. I appreciate you calling. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, but really, I don't think they would have bludgeoned him. I think that would have left evidence too much. And if anything, it could have been medication. It could have, I don't know what. I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping that we're all wrong and that he will, we'll find him. That's the best thing. That's what I'm praying for.
Definitely. Yeah. Hey, you be good. You stay safe, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you, Dolly. Bye-bye. And you too. Bye-bye.
All right, put up the dogs. Where was their home garage crate size punishment? Now, some people think that bed was in the garage because they would send him out there and make him sleep in the garage. Now, I have heard that, and they took all his underwear. He threw them away. He was throwing his toys away. Listen, I think, and this is just for entertainment purposes, so I don't get sued. Nothing here to be taken as fact. I think this kid was going through mental abuse, okay, at the hands of his stepdad and his mother. And I think he was going through physical abuse at the hands of his dad, stepdad, and his mother. All right. And this kid had it rough. Just think about this. He's been around monsters, allegedly, according to Seth. He was assaulted when he was just a boy. What they say, the boy was 5 years older than him when Seth was 8 years old. Okay. He already has disabilities. He's already been assaulted as a child. You know how hard that has to be on your mind for something like that to happen to you, and especially when you don't understand what's going on. All right. And I believe, Seth at that age didn't know what was happening to him. And I mean, Sebastian, God, I'm just as terrible as that lady with names. Now she got me doing it, but I had been doing it. I've been mixing up the names, and I'm sorry for that. And we see a little bit of motive in the fact that we know that Chris Proudfoot looked at Seth like he was a monster, and he was scared of Seth. I mean, Sebastian, scared of Sebastian of what he may do to Faith, his daughter. Okay. So would he have put his hands on Faith like that? I believe he would beat his own kids. He would definitely beat his stepkid. To sit there and say you hit him with a belt one time on his buttocks with his clothes on because he had to have a punishment. I said, hey, you had to have a punishment. He agreed. Okay, listen. Now, Chris has lied. We should be able to punish him, right? He beat a kid that wasn't his. Shouldn't we be able to whip him? Because he lied on Nancy Grace. He lied on other podcasts. What if he lived by the theory that he put out there for Sebastian? He deserves to be beat with a belt. He needs to be lined up down the street and everybody gets one lick. I mean, and he can keep his clothes on. I'm just going to make sure my belt has spikes in it. Okay. But he deserves the same treatment, and here's the thing. When they do come and get you, there, Chris or Katie or whatever you do, people don't take nicely to hurting kids in jail. Okay. They're going to look at that 15-year-old boy like he was a baby, and they're going to treat you in jail like you hurt a baby. Okay. They're going to say special needs, 15 years old. That's the same as a baby. So when you go in there, you'll be criminals that didn't hurt a small child. That's how they're going to look at it in there. And you're going to get treated like that, and ain't neither one of y'all built for jail. I don't, Chris looks like he ain't never spent a day in no jail cell. But I truly believe you're going to hear that knock. Okay. You're going to hear that knock. Let me open the phone lines back up. Now they're back open. There's going to be a knock on that door. You're going to answer it, and it's going to be a different knock. This knock going to be, hey, Dolly.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, this is Rebecca.
Hey, Rebecca, what's going on? You got to turn me down in the background.
Okay, hold on. All right, how's that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me, Rebecca.
All right, I texted Justin earlier, but she never answered my text.
Justin.
And I had a few questions.
Okay.
The one was, when they did the interview with the hands, just the hands.
I guess
they showed Chris and what's her name, Katie, with the hands.
Yeah.
and never showed their face.
Yeah.
He had no wedding ring on, and it looked like he had not had a wedding ring on at all.
Yeah, a lot of people seem not to make a big deal of that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of strange.
Because he's in construction, but he works on a crane. How would he, how would his ring really get in the way? I don't know. But a lot of people
Yeah, I didn't understand that part.
Yeah.
And another thing is, okay, so supposedly these dogs, supposedly the dogs tracked them down to one pond, and then they said it didn't track the dogs.
Uh-huh.
I'm thinking somebody carried him out. Somebody in the family carried him out to a vehicle.
Okay, and to the retention pond, I don't believe anything to do with the retention pond. I think that's just
no. Yeah, I don't even believe that crap. Yeah, I think something happened inside.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you know those bite marks that Chris had on him?
Yeah, alleged bite marks. That some people
alleged.
Some people say they're bite marks. But yeah,
they said it might have been dog bites, but yeah, whatever. I think they were actually bites from Sebastian.
Yeah.
And how would he have gotten those when he hasn't been there? They should have been starting to heal up by the time he came back from Memphis. It don't make no sense.
Yeah, and I think this picture was taken 8 days after he went missing.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I don't get it. I don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But my thing is, and that trash truck bullshit. Sorry. Sorry about the shit.
Okay.
But that ain't a trash truck. Headlights are not going to move 2 different ways.
Yeah, I don't know about that whole flashlight thing either.
Yeah, that is just stupid.
It seems a little strange to me, I have to say.
Yeah. But I'm just saying something is totally wrong. And I'm worried about Sebastian, and I think the parents, the stepdad and the mother, knows exactly what happened.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That somebody knows something. It's a matter of time. It's going to come out. We're going to find out soon. And look, hey, I appreciate you calling in, hanging out with me tonight.
All right, thank you.
Hey, you be good. You stay safe.
You too.
All right.
Peace. Bye.
I tell everybody to stay safe because we live in a crazy ass world. Okay. It don't matter where you at, it's dangerous. That's why you could live in the nicest neighborhood in the world and you can vanish like that. Look, Sebastian's in an $800,000 house, gone. So it don't really matter where you at in this world. Just stay safe, as you can be. Now, is there anybody in here that thinks these people are innocent? Press 1 if you do. Now, listen, we ain't going to judge you. You have the right to think whatever you want. I just want to see if anybody thinks they're innocent. Press 1 in the chat. Dolly. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Yes, this is Betty from Tennessee.
Hey, Betty. How's it going?
Pretty good. One of my customers today, I was speaking with her. She works around Nashville. They install flooring. And she was working in the neighborhood across from where he disappeared from. Okay. And she was telling me that she had spoken, with the homeowner there, and they said all the neighbors had went out and searched very thoroughly. Like the next day, the day after, they searched their property around through there, and that the guys there's a little holler there with trees and stuff, and they had brought their trail cameras in and set them up just in case he was maybe moving around in there, so that they could catch him on camera, and they never caught anything. So we've heard a lot of bad stuff about people in Tennessee, but these neighbors done their part, I feel like.
Okay. So they were trying to see if he was running around in the woods at night and it was actual a runaway.
Right. This was when it first happened, that's kind of where everybody was thinking that he had walked away and was out there somewhere.
Yeah, you had to be a
brave
kid.
The neighbors sorry, go ahead.
You had to be a brave kid to be up in them damn woods at night.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I don't think he ever left.
Yeah, because it's so dark out there. Like when I stopped at the gas station, like when it was closed out there, it was pitch black. It was like no street lights. Like it's all.
I live in Middle Tennessee in the country, and I do go up there a lot, but I live in an even more remote area than what that is. So I understand.
Do you think with all the school being there and that neighborhood being there, they would put some street lights in? But they don't. It's just dark.
Yeah, it's crazy. And also let Lolo know that I did my part. You subscribe her today, so she's on her way towards another bone.
Lolo, you on your way to the bone? She just perked her head up too. That's crazy. She looked right at me. She's like a human.
Well, thank you. I won't hold you up. I'll let somebody else call in. I just wanted to say, that made me feel good to know that the neighbors were actually out there doing what they could. Because a lot of people said bad things about the neighbors and how hateful they are.
Yeah.
But if you had 1,000 people traipsing through your neighborhood, you'd probably feel the same way. So
yeah, probably.
But they did go out and hunt. So
all
right. Well, thank you. Have a great night.
Stay safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I understood why the neighbors, they got all these weird people in their neighborhood looking around. I understand it, but they have to understand too. It's like one of those double understanding things. Like you got to understand we're not there because of you guys in the neighborhood. We're there just to film the locations, right? To show our viewers the locations. And usually when people are respectful to me, I'm respectful to them when I'm in any neighborhood. Now, if you come up being an asshole, I'm probably going to be an asshole back. Okay. Just treat people like you want to be treated. So, but I always try to avoid conflict the best I can these days. So usually when neighbors start complaining and bitching, I get out of Dodge. Okay. Or I get a little more sneaky in stealth mode. So I get it, because you got all these strangers going through your neighborhood. I get how, the neighbors are a little worried. And just like the neighbors were screaming at me, like when I would drive by, I had a neighbor scream, "He's not in the neighborhood." Right? I know that. Listen, I know they had helicopters, four-wheelers, horses, dogs, everything out there searching for him. Like I said, I wasn't in the neighborhood to search for the kid. I was in the neighborhood to show the area, the footage to the viewers so we could take a look at where we could possibly search that wasn't an area that may have been searched. So that's why I was droning up in the air looking off to the left of that construction area, because that's all woods, that's all hills, it's all ditches, barns, stuff like that. So there needs to be that mutual understanding between YouTube and neighbor. I mean, does the neighbors get mad when the media is in the neighborhood, right? Do they get mad when like News 13 or News 3, News 10? Not really. So, I mean, YouTubers no different than that. We just report in a little bit different way. Okay. Just a little bit different way. No worries, unless YouTubers are out there being bad. Now, far as the drones at certain altitudes, you can fly them anywhere. Okay. I get people don't like drones, but do you bitch about your neighbor's doorbell camera when you go outside? It can see you, So what does it matter if the drone can see you? It really don't. I don't know why so many people get upset over drones, but you hear so many horror stories about people flying drones and they're getting shot down. Now, I can tell you this. As much as I paid for this new drone, and I just got my landing gear tonight, okay? The landing gear for it, this damn thing was $30-some just for a piece of plastic. I got a lot of money tied up in this new drone. Somebody shoot my drone down, we're going to have some problems, okay? Because this shit's 4K, flies itself. It, you know what I'm saying? It's stealthy. It'll fly so high they don't even see it. It has zoom, so I can zoom down in on the images. Because I didn't want another run-in like I had with the neighbors in Tennessee. Get your drone out of here. Get your drone, Because as soon as I got over that house, they could hear it. They could hear the drone. Because, my cameras are just like, it's a 380 camera. It only records in 380p? No, 1080. 1080. It films in 1080, but it don't have a zoom. So in order to zoom or get close to something, I had to come down to get close to it so you can see it. And as I was dropping the drone, that's when the neighbors could see the drone. Because when it's up high, you can't even hear it or see it. But as soon as that bitch dropped down low enough to where I could get the good images, you could hear the neighbor in the back screaming, "Get your drone out my yard!" And it wasn't in his yard. It was above. It was above their backyard. And then, so I'm like, okay, I got the images. We'll be able to see. There's no cameras on the back of the house. And this is for people that are in JLR's group. I seen this posted today. They think there's cameras in the far left corner of the house. They're not. It ain't cameras. I believe it's the lights, because every corner of that house has lights. You know, the double security lights that you screw in the big like spotlights into. That they have those on every corner of the house. So where it sticks out, there's two. On the other side, there's two. In the back, there's one. Across the back. So they have them everywhere. There's a light, a corner on the house is a double light. Okay. The far left corner of the house, it's missing the two light bulbs. It's not a security camera. It is the light fixture without the bulbs in it. Okay. So there's two of them and they're just kind of pointed like at odd angles, but that's because they don't have the lights in them. And then if you go down by the garage, them lights apparently stay on all the time. And when I was there at night, they had all the lights on and the whole damn house was lit up like a Christmas tree, except the front left corner. Okay. Because the bulbs are missing. I just want to throw that out there. All right. Let's open up the phone lines. Phone back open. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. Hey, how you doing? This is Pete. I'm a truck driver down in Florida.
Hey, Pete.
Hey, I got a big problem with this whole thing, and I got a couple questions, and maybe you can help me answer it.
All right.
Look, I raised my kids. I had 5 of them. 3 of them were stepchildren. I tell you what, I take a bullet for them.
Yeah.
I don't get these people at all. But the question I had for you, when she made a statement on her thing, didn't she say that the door was locked?
Yeah, there was no forced entry, and if he left, he locked the door behind him.
So did he have a set of keys?
It's a touch padlock. He knew the combination. Or on most touch locks like mine, you hold down one and it locks the door. And then when you come back, you put the combination in it.
You're right, but would that show a time somebody coming in and out?
No, mine don't. My camera will. You got to get past my camera to hit, to get to the door lock. But my camera will tell you but not my lock.
Now I got another question. You got a $600,000 house, right?
Uh-huh.
And you ain't got cameras around there?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a $600 house and I got cameras on mine.
Well, mine is I pay $1,200 a month rent. But listen, man, we got cameras everywhere.
I got cameras everywhere too. I got a camera in here in the studio. I got one in my kitchen that covers my dining room and my front door. I got them on the front of my house, the side of my house.
But I tell you what,
I used to have one in the tree, hid in the tree.
Oh yeah, I got one hidden, kind of in a weird spot on my property. So,
yeah, I understand that.
But that's kind of, like I said, ever since I've seen these people, something just gave me the creeps.
Yeah, I was suspicious of it when I first seen it myself.
Yeah. And JLR and you guys, man, all you guys out there just humping and bumping on this stuff. I tell you what, but like I said, I raise kids. We all have. You don't treat kids bad like that.
Hell no, you don't. You don't beat another man's kids. I just don't see it.
No.
So.
Well, but like I said, he's sitting there. I don't know. I got a funny feeling that it was her. But that's my opinion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he just cleaned up the mess.
Yeah, well,
that's what I think.
There's no perfect crime, so they say.
Nope.
So if
no.
something a tie to them if they did something. And I can tell you now, we live in a time where you don't need a body anyway to get convicted. I've been watched 2 people in 6 months go to prison for the rest of their life without a body.
Yeah, I've been watching that too.
So you don't need to find they don't need to find you these days to put your ass away forever, which I think is a good thing. Just long as you got enough proof to say, hey, yeah, this person did it. I don't think you could be executed like that, but to put your ass in prison, I'm good with it.
Oh yeah, you're one thing you are definitely right. He would neither one of them be able to do jail time justice.
No, they won't. They're gonna find out the hard way. Even if they put them in there for a few days, they give them a little taste of it. You know.
Oh yeah.
Because there ain't no inmate in there going to be happy with them. I can tell you that.
Oh no, because you got guys that been in there. They've been abused by people like him.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I thank you, Dolly. Everything y'all do, and y'all have a good one. I'll
You
let
too.
you go so you can talk to somebody else. See you later, buddy.
All right. Be safe, brother. Peace.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah. Listen, they ain't going to like jail. It's not the nicest place, especially when you hurt children. Okay. They're not going to take nicely to that. People are in there missing their kids. Dolly.
Yeah, I'm calling about them swamp rats.
Them damn swamp rats. Okay, what you got on them swamp rats?
Well, they're actually called nutria.
Nutria?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like they have like a season and stuff, and they hunt them and sell their tails and stuff like that.
Do they? Okay. Would it make like snake oil with it?
I don't know what they do with it, but
okay.
Yeah, they're big old rats. So my
wait, you gotta tell us you gotta tell us who you are and where you're calling from there, lady.
Well, my name isn't Swamp Rat, but it's Desiree, and I'm from Indiana.
Hey, Desiree.
And hey, so my opinion is what I'm thinking is she is having a lot of pressure put on her KP because of all the court stuff prior to the incident, all the court stuff that's going on. He's trying to get custody, and I mean, he works all the time away from home.
Yeah.
So she would be the full caretaker of the daughter if she did come to live. I mean, visiting home well, according to him, he was only home, hasn't been home all of February.
Yeah.
So it's like
a month
that's gonna put he's gone a lot. So I mean, what judge would look at that and be like, yeah, you deserve custody even though you're not gonna be around at all. And then he was trying to talk her into letting Seth have Sebastian. So just all of this pressure and stuff. And I mean, in my opinion, that's a lot for her. And plus, if he's having behaviors and stuff like that, and with no support, maybe his mom or the stepdad were helping her a little bit with him. But I mean, I just feel like something happened, and I don't know if she was like, oh, I'm going to teach him a lesson and get say a runaway, and then maybe I just don't know. Like, I can't even imagine what happened at that point, but I'm just trying to think of all the things that were going on in the home prior. And I mean, it sounds like there was a lot going on. So.
Okay. Well, look, hey, I appreciate you calling in. It was good talking to you.
Yeah. Have a good one.
You too. Peace.
Bye.
Hey, is Seth in the room? If you want to come up, Seth, I don't know if he's here. I'll post this link. If you want to come up, Seth, and talk, you're more than welcome to anytime. That is the link right there. So, but only Seth, nobody else take that link if Seth's in the room and he wants to come up. That's up to you. Give me a second. Let me open this phone line back up. All right, phone lines are back open. Call-in numbers on the screen. I can only imagine. Dolly. Hello. Hello.
Dolly?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, this is Mandy from West Virginia.
Hey, Mandy.
Hey. Okay, let me turn you off. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so first off, you're awesome.
Thank
you so much. I've been been watching since you started covering Sebastian. But so real quick, this is just in my opinion.
Okay.
I just feel like Katie with that first interview and just her whole demeanor. I'm a mother. I have 3 kids. My oldest is 18. I have a 16-year-old, and then I have my son. He's 12.
Okay.
I just, the way it's almost like she was playing what really happened in her mind as she was
talking.
Yes. Like, it's like she was really playing like something happened. And I don't know. I know a lot of people say that she's abused and everything. I don't believe that she is physically abused. I believe that she
emotionally abused.
Yeah, I do.
And I don't see the physical abuse either. I may wrong. I'm no expert, but I kind of feel like you, maybe mentally, but I don't think she's physically abused.
Yeah. And just real quick, like with the video, I think I posted it on your page, and you might have already seen it, with him being with the step sister or the step aunt.
Oh, I heard something about that. I haven't really dove
into
it, but I hear there's no way to verify it, so I really haven't said nothing about it.
Right. Well, if you get a chance to listen to it, you can hear Sebastian. Being a kid.
Yeah.
And she just sounds so snappy. It's almost like they act like he is a burden. And I feel that Katie, I think there's some stuff going on in the marriage behind, closed doors. I think there's some issues there. And I think that, I don't know, I think she may have just one day, maybe, Sebastian got upset because he couldn't play a game. I don't know, something that made him angry. And she got angry, and all this stress the marriage and this and that, maybe blaming him that her marriage isn't working out. And I feel like that 3-hour phone call was her, calling him and being like, hey, you got to get down here and help me. If it wasn't that, then I feel like it was premeditated, and that day was, like you said before, kind of like the Last Supper.
Yeah, that's so hard to think that, but it does seem that way. They took him out and celebrated, and then he vanishes. Boom, gone.
Yeah. It's just really, I don't know. But I do think, it's going to start unraveling. It definitely is. Just from hearing everything and their Facebook kind of going all,
I'm sure
incognito and all that. I think that there's some stuff going on.
Yeah, them police are smart. They'll figure it out.
Absolutely. Well, listen, awesome. I've been trying to get a hold of you, and you are one hard fellow to get a hold of, but you're awesome. I enjoy watching you guys. I enjoy kind of chatting back and forth with PJ on the chat there, and you guys are great. Keep it up.
All right, we'll talk to you later. You be good.
All right. Bye.
All right, peace. Yeah, listen. Throw prayers out there for Seth. I'm sure, I can't even imagine. I know Seth is a tougher dude than me. I do know that, because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. Dolly.
Hey, Dolly. It's Michelle from Texas.
Hey, Michelle. How you doing?
Good. So I kind of, with the caller you just had, the caller respond, but I think Chris is a true piece of doo-doo. For real.
A true piece of doo-doo.
True piece of doo-doo. But I think that Katie did this. I think their marriage was in so much trouble. He wasn't coming home at all. That's not even, I don't care how far you work.
Yeah.
I was married to construction workers. My husband drove hours home for the weekends to be with the family. I think it was odd there. I think he was already stepping out. She found out about it. I believe there was a 3-hour phone call, but it was arguing. It was probably for desperation. They were having, deep situations going on. And I think she did this out of anger and also for the attention, to pull her husband back, to get something else, to get this marriage back on its track.
Right.
So,
I guess if he didn't want the kid, and then that kid being gone would make him happy,
Right. And and the attention she's getting from all, he's not going to leave her in the middle of this, right? She's now getting what she needs from him. It's back on track. Now she's with him at the camper. Like everything is working out to that. I don't think he knows. I don't think he covered up anything. I think this is all Katie, even though he's a piece of poo-poo, because he would have thrown her under the bus in a minute with all this heat on him.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right that he didn't know. There's always been that possibility that he didn't know he's done this and he's came just to take up for his wife.
Right. And I think they were on the phone. I think this happened after. I think they did make it home from the restaurant and all that. Like you said, I think he went home, went to bed. They had this conversation. They were arguing. She caught him on all these dating sites. He's going to restaurants, cheating with. I think he was gone. He was going to leave. He was done. Right. And then something happened. She snapped. She got rid of Sebastian. She did what she had to do.
It was his fault that he didn't want to be there.
Right. Yeah. He didn't want to be here. Plus, my kid ran away. Oh my God, come home, be with me. Help me out. Because she don't even look. You can look at her and tell she's holding something. And even though I don't like him. I think he's a piece of dude, and he could have very well done this in any other time. But he's just talking. He's not even he's just being his shitty self, right? He's just like, it didn't do nothing. But I think she is holding her head down. She is grasping a hold of him. There's something going on inside of her.
Yeah.
He would have already thrown her out. He was already done with this marriage.
Yeah,
flirting.
I'm more confident that she knows more than he knows for sure, because
100%.
he was there. And a lot of stuff has happened under her watch that's not good. It just don't sound good.
Right. And think about it. She could have very easily, and he was going to go with his dad anyway, but still the responsibility of every other weekend, he's still in her life. Her marriage is falling apart. This is her big money. Here she is, her son's going to the dad. Now her husband has been cheating, or he's ready to leave. She had to make.
And she could have probably been going with him the whole time, but she couldn't because she had Sebastian, and maybe she thought of him as like an anchor, and she wanted to be free.
Right. But giving her to Seth wasn't going to do it.
No,
because then
maybe
she was going to be with nobody.
And then she probably secretly hates Seth on the side, because of their relationship didn't work out. I mean, there's those possibilities for sure.
Yeah, I think she's involved. And I bet you it's so simple. It's so right in front of our face where he's at, what happened, and we just don't see it yet, right? But it's all her. She did this.
I'm thinking so too. I know she's a player in it for sure. Hey, look, I appreciate you calling.
Thanks, Dolly. Thank you for everything you're doing there.
All right, you be good.
Bye-bye.
All right, peace. Katie, you cannot hold on to a man that doesn't want to be held down. Plus, you have to be good with yourself before you can be with someone. And your kid is part of you. Bullhorns. That is absolutely a fact, right? What's going on with them leaving is absolutely horrible. Okay, this footage though, that gimbal I got, right, is DJI. It works really good. This footage is really smooth, believe it or not, because I'm shaky and I'm walking, and the footage really ain't that bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use that gimbal a little bit more. I'm usually lazy and don't feel like holding it, but it does make the videos look a lot better. I have to say that. All right, phone lines are back open. I got a little bit longer I can hang out with you guys. I'm gonna get out of here, kick back, watch a movie. Anything goes down, anything breaks, of course I'll come back and let you know. Dolly.
Hi, it's Jennifer.
It's who?
Oh, I think I got the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Okay. I don't know who that was. Who did they ask for? Dolly. Hello.
Hey, Dolly, this is Brittany.
Hey, Brittany.
I've never called before. This is my first time.
Okay, well, nice to meet you.
I'm from Kentucky.
Awesome.
I do Special Olympics in Indiana, though.
Okay.
But I believe, like other people do, that his mom had a part to do with it.
I truly
I had that gut feeling.
Yeah, I have too.
I don't think he would walk out if he never had before.
I mean, some people say there's a first time for everything, But I mean, I don't know. I don't think he did. If he did, there would have been a trail. The dog would have picked him up, you know.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I think they done something.
yeah, and if they did, I'm sure, you know, the police, they're not stupid. They got some pretty smart detectives. They got
Well,
FBI.
there was a case here in Kentucky called Crystal Rogers.
Uh-huh.
They arrested her fiance before they even found her body.
Yeah, did they have a tip that suggested that he unalived her?
No.
Oh, and they just
just went with, they was searching for her for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, her dad passed away a year before that, but they was searching for her for a long time and on his properties. Never found nothing.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what, did they convict him without a body?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it happens a lot. And I mean, this is probably what's going to happen in this case, that they're going to find something in that house that makes them think it's foul play. And these people are in trouble. They're going to end up in jail. They're going to hear that knock. FBI, open up. So that's coming. Hey, look, I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you.
You be good. Stay safe.
I will.
All right. Peace.
Bye.
Yeah, we got to realize at this point, police most likely are looking at these people as, okay. I got time for maybe 2 more calls. Dolly.
Hi, Dolly. This is Jen again.
Hey, how's it going?
I just have to say to all the people there that are thinking it's Katie, you have to look at the evidence, obviously, that's on Chris's hands and arms.
Yeah. I mean, there is bite marks. It appears to be bite marks on his arm. It could be dog scratches, but it appears to be bite marks. I don't know. If it happened, though, I would think Katie would know and she'd have part in it.
Yeah, and you think she'd have a few marks on her.
Well, I don't think it takes 2 people to do what was done, possibly done, but I think she would have had.
Yeah, she may know about it. Yes, you're absolutely right. But he's the one that did the dirty deed.
Yeah. And guys, if you're just tuning in, I've seen somebody ask, yeah, this is me in the video walking around. I was searching areas in Hendersonville, and this is just some of the footage that was from the day I was out there searching.
Yeah, I'm watching very intensely too.
Yeah, I hope the little boy's found, but look, they've had so many people searching the woods, different areas. This boy, I don't think is in that area. That's the bad thing. I think whoever got some, they took him out of the Hendersonville area.
Well, I did find out what boggers were on, and it's an all terrain for all terrain vehicles.
A blogger?
Bogger.
A bogger. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what they are.
It's a particular tire, a swamp tire.
Yeah, they usually got them on vehicles, and there's like a rows of 4 of them, and they put them on them big swamp buggies so they can get through the marsh and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if there's like marsh out there or anything.
Yeah, it's like a little tank almost.
Oh, okay. I've never seen one. All I've seen are like, ATVs and Odysseys and things like that.
They got all kinds of stuff these days.
But yeah, definitely Chris was the one that did the dirty deed. Katie, might have known about it. I'm sure she did if she wasn't on her Xanax and her alcohol. I mean, the woman looks like a cyborg.
Yeah, we don't name medicines here, but yeah, she definitely may have been sedated a little bit. Maybe that's why she wasn't crying as much. But if you had your kid missing and it was real, you may need that yourself. You know what I'm saying? A little to calm you down.
Yeah, she looked real calm.
Yeah, and that could be good.
Even
people look at that 2 ways, like, oh, she's too.
I don't know. Even that, I'd still be crying through it.
Yeah. Hey, well, look.
He was laughing, like it was all a big joke or something.
I know, and they talk so bad about the kid, it made me sick to my stomach. But look, hey, I appreciate you calling in. It was good talking to you.
Okay. Have a good evening.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
So, yeah, the lady, she seems a little distant now. And I'm thinking we're at the point they're going to lawyer up. I don't think we're going to hear anything else from the Proud Feet, Stinky Feet, the Bauer Sox, any of that. The whole family's done private, their whole social media accounts. All right. So I think at this point, a lawyer has probably told them to shut up before they end up in jail. And I think that's what's going to happen. I don't think you're going to hear Chris Proudfoot reaching out to the narc diver. All right, last call, guys. Dolly. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's it going?
Awesome. Who's this? Where you calling from?
It's Chris. I'm calling from Pittsburgh.
All right, Chris, what's going on with you tonight?
Not too much. I was wondering why you guys keep attacking Katie.
Attacking her in what way?
I mean, you keep picking at her. You're just calling her the villain and stuff.
Well, no. I mean, everybody is an open investigation, and like she's not acting like a normal parent. I think that's what people are calling out. Her actions.
Oh.
I don't personally know the lady. I'm just
it
didn't
this is a mother with a missing child.
A mother that there's no proof that her child ran away, though. It looks more like foul play than it didn't run away.
How so?
Because the kid, there's no trail of the kid being gone. There's no sightings. He's not been caught on any cameras. He's not been spotted in over 6 weeks.
But they also,
the mother and the stepdad have told inconsistent statements. So you got inconsistent statements. You got the boy missing, and you got no evidence of him running away. It leads you to what? Foul play. I think that's why people are saying Katie knows something.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair.
You don't think it's fair?
I don't think that's fair. No, I think that right now you have no idea what could potentially be the case. And Katie is being dormant because realistically, a lot of people have they've gone on the attack. I mean, it's just a game of Katie is a demon. She's a piece of shit. She needs to go die, and we're done with this situation. So you look at it like that. If you're a mother missing a child, I would hide from you. I'm just being honest, man. I'm really being honest with you.
In the beginning, let's say this. In the beginning, nobody was saying anything to him. Nobody was doing nothing. Seth was out there searching.
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't she beside him then?
I do understand that. Like, if we're talking realistically, the beginning stages of a missing child, the first week or two, and she's out, she should have been out there. After that, it becomes, what are you looking for besides a body?
Yeah.
And no mother should be stumbling across a body. Let's be honest with that.
I agree with that. I agree.
I don't think Seth should be out there, because if he stumbles upon you're going to find a month and a half body. There ain't no boy surviving in the wilderness or the wild. You know what I mean? Like, he's not out there,
I think Seth, if he ran across his son, even living or deceased, I think he could handle it. I think Seth would be all right. I think even as a parent.
But it ain't good.
It ain't good. You're right. And I don't think the mother should be out there searching at this point. But in the beginning, when he could have been possibly, a survival thing out there, how long could he last? He should have been out there searching.
Yeah.
So people are just judging on, and here's why I think they're getting such a hard time is I don't know if they're guilty. I can tell you honestly, I don't know if they did it, but we only go back and judge people by their actions. And they came up here and told inconsistent statements and lies to Nancy Grace about whipping the boy. And it's hard not to judge somebody. You got Katie allowing Chris to beat Seth's kid. You're man, that's against man law. You ain't supposed to beat on another man's kid.
You know what? It depends on the circumstance to me. And I know your chat's going to be like, oh my God. But man to man, it depends on what the kid does. I mean, if I catch a kid lighting matches and throwing them in a drawer, right? And I had a cousin that did that and burned the house down, right, when I was young.
Yeah.
There's circumstances too where discipline stands. Now, if he says, "Oh, I'm gonna eat some cookies," and you're whipping him on a belt, but if he's, you know what I mean,
he tells
going to that level.
Okay, he tells a little lie.
Sometimes you gotta say, "All right, you're gonna learn."
Yeah, well,
I don't know that circumstance. He said it was over school,
over lying,
or over lying over school, or some shit.
Yeah, he couldn't.
I don't know.
He couldn't have reached out to his dad and said, "Hey, your kid's lying at school. You need to talk to him, do something about it." There was other ways.
Well, I agree,
and I think that's
you should talk to him.
Look so badly. I'm just telling you why I think people think.
But we don't know if he did reach out to the father too. I don't know where that stands. Where how much is Seth really in the life? Yeah. This is the weekend dad.
Yeah, I mean,
and everyone's like, "What a hero!"
He's
really the weekend dad.
He may have been a weekend dad, but he's a full-time dad right this moment when he needs to be. That's the important thing.
And I appreciate that. Yeah, but that's.
Hey, look, I enjoy debating you because I really like it when people are I can talk and discuss something that have a difference in opinion in me. But we out of time, and I'm trying to keep it limited to 5 minutes. But hey, man, look, feel free to call back. We'll discuss it some more later. Is that cool with you?
All right, that sounds good.
All right, you be good. Peace.
All right, bye-bye.
Right, and we don't know, right? But we're going off of what we see. We're talking about their behavior, right? Which don't add up. It truly don't. Okay, these people are acting suspect, right? They fled. I didn't even get to the Joe Dirt and the kid with them. I just wanted him to understand why we're saying what we're saying, what reason we're coming with this to say the things that we're saying. But I understand that there's a possibility clearly. And that's why I tell people, look, we're not an echo chamber here. If I believe they're guilty, you got the right to believe they're 100% innocent. And I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm going to be like, I'm going to listen to your opinions just like you guys listen to mine. That don't mean I'm the all-knowing Buddha of YouTube. I don't know shit. I'm just like you guys. I'm speculating. I'm tossing around theories. We're talking news, rumors. And I tell people, look, nothing here is to be taken as fact. Okay? It's a lot of gossip, a lot of speculation. Do your own research. Okay? Do your own research. In the opinions of the callers are theirs and theirs alone. Everybody is innocent to proven guilty, and nobody we have talked about on this show has been charged with any crimes. Okay, so remember, all these people are innocent. That was my warning to deliver to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're going to stay on top of this. We are going to be switching the gears a little bit. Okay, but we're going to stay on top of this. I'll stay on top of it from Boston. I got my team of people here, and I will be broadcasting from Boston next week coming up. I don't know how long I'm going to be there until I decide to come back to Virginia. But we will be broadcasting, taking calls, doing the show from Boston, and I will stay on top of the stuff that's going on with Sebastian. And I also will be bringing you the Karen Reed trial during the day. Okay, the circus that is Karen Reed. If you don't know about it, watch a video on it. We're going to be there live, and I want you guys to join me for that because it's going to be something else. I'm pretty sure that. And of course, we'll still have our call-in shows going. And I'm getting out of here, guys, but I will be back tonight for just a little hangout. We're not talking true crime, okay? I got to print some T-shirts, and I just like to hang out with the chat and talk about, just whatever there is in the world. I don't do call-ins, none of that. It's just me sitting there making shit. It's pretty boring, but if you want to stop by in about an hour, hang out with me for a little bit, you're more than welcome to. Thank you guys so much. There's been like 4,000 of you in the room, like the whole show tonight. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for everybody that's been subbing up. like the success of the channel is how much y'all want it to grow. Okay. Because it's up to you. I can only do so much. I'm just a voice. You the guys that like it, comment, share it. That's what's making it grow bigger. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. Replay crew, what do you think about what's going on in this case? Okay. Are the parents the prime suspects or what? That's what I want to know from the replay crew. And also, if you haven't, I want you to shout out replay crew where you're watching from. Okay. So whatever state you're watching from, in your comment after this video in the comment box down below, I want you to put in the state you're watching from and tell me what you think. Are the parents suspect number one? Okay. And which one? Chris or Katie? All right. Put them in order. Is Chris suspect number one and Katie suspect number two? Or is it Katie suspect number one and Chris suspect number two? Just put which one is your prime suspect. Okay. Or put both. But put that in the comments when this video is over. Thank you guys. Dolly loves you. And like I said, I'll see some of you guys in an hour. I got to print some hoodies and some t-shirts. So I'll be in my shop doing that. You're more than welcome to stop by. Peace.